Well, there you go. It's 7 seconds. I think the commercial's 12 or something, 15, so we'll figure it out. Why am I putting you over there? Because you used to do intros on the show. Did you forget? That was your intro spot. I know, too hard. I get it. We've got a lot of suspensions. Pete was supposed to show up. He let the SNS show go down with flames. He got suspended. Wayseeker, I told him if that Santa's book was garbage, he's suspended. He's suspended. So we got leftist Dom and Jedi. Hey, Dom and Jedi.
How are you, sir?
Nice. Jedi was so good last week. He's got promoted to the number 1 spot. So there you go. Coming straight off suspension. Those suspensions have been working, man.
Yeah, I may be suspended again next week.
Man, I'm really mad at Pete.
Why?
Didn't see him at the show.
I don't see. I think Pete's starting to become a faker, dude. I think he's talking all this. I've been at shows. I go to shows. I'm around. I'm a man of the people. Pete on this channel is supposed to be the man of the people. Turns out Dom might be the man of the people because Pete isn't around. Dom's over there. People are glad handing him, shaking his hand. He's making off-color jokes to celebrities, which we'll be hearing about later. Yeah, so it's great stuff. Hey, we got a really Aphra-heavy show today. And the reason why is because Dr. Aphra came back to her, I would say probably like her 2017 run origin. A lot of the book is like that now, which wasn't bad. I enjoyed that portion of it. But at the same time, I had gotten a lot of text, and we'll get into it in news. But we're going to do a lot of Aphra-heavy stuff this week. And then we also got Dom. He's going to give us a little update. Apparently, Dom and Jedi have a feud, so whoever wins the feud is not suspended, but whoever loses will be suspended next week. That's just how we run the show from now on. So there we go. We got a little bit of that, so he's going to tell us a little bit about the con. And apparently,
odds are against me, I think.
Yeah, I think they might be, because I think he did what I said, not what you said, and I think that's where it's coming down to what the disagreement's going to be about. But let's say hi to the chat real quickly. GT Key Comics, hey, thumbs up. He's got it twice. He gives us a double thumbs. We appreciate it. Hey, Echo, it's Echo Han. Echo Han, she's one of our. Why? How is it that our people from overseas are always some of the first people here in the chat? Either way, we appreciate it. She's really great. Have a great show, fellas. Look forward to catching you on the replay. She was actually one of our insiders for Celebration Europe. She sent us a bunch of stuff. We did a bunch of show, if you guys don't know. So that's really cool of her. Smiley. LeBeau. Don't forget to drink water and get sunlight. You basically a plant with emotions. I did the algorithm. I got a lot of sun today, believe it or not. I mean, put together a whole show, but the boat is nice.
Definitely was a nice day today, too.
We got a fishing tournament next Sunday, so the kids have been going out there. We just threw up 2 different poles now. They got 2 different rigs going. Hopefully they'll do well. Hi. Rock on.
Well, 9-9.
Thank you. Huh?
Comic.
9-9. Yeah, the 9-9 comic. Thank you, Spider Guy. Murph got it rocking, dude. Ronnie, I'm not doing the Rascal Superdog thing. Philly used to be his favorite city on earth. Then they got invaded by Dom. Dom had the nerve to ask them to put feta cheese on a steak sandwich. What? He should be suspended for this show for 2 weeks. LOL. No, I don't. Feta. Why would you put feta on it? Aren't you? I don't. You're not Greek, are you?
No, but feta cheese is good.
You asked somebody to put feta cheese on a Philly cheesesteak. No? Okay. All right. Ruben, what's good? Yeah.
I said it, a Boba Feta cheese. It went to
a Boba Feta.
That's why.
I get it. Very clever.
That's very clever. Hey, Ruben. I thought about you, too, because I was going through the previews and all the covers, and I was like, who the fuck is going to buy all these? And then I looked at Ruben's post, and I was like, that's who the fuck's going to buy all these.
Ruben will.
Ruben will. Of course he will. He buys fucking everything.
So do I. You know that.
Yeah, I know, but like he really, like, you do, but you're as much as we give you shit, you don't, not as much as him. He just buys nothing. Yeah. Star Wars Sunday with the Dark Side Cruiser. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like he literally buys like whatever. Hello, everybody. Hope all is well. Too. It is. I think we're all doing good. Thank you, Jeffrey. Wait, suspended tonight for. Hey, you're suspended again. We're not even posting that. It's not. Oh, it is. That thing is. Hey, we just to get ourselves started and our energy level a little higher before the show started. We went through the panels of that fucking book, and we were laughing at how fucking pathetic that book was. So, but we'll get into that in a little bit. What's up, Astro? Pound, put it down.
Hey, Astro's working on a top secret project for me. Can't wait to.
Excellent.
Nice.
Cool. It's gonna be cool.
Hey, for somebody who's been in the military, telling everybody that you have a top secret project is definitely the way to ruin a top secret project. You're not supposed to say that till it's like done already, right?
Unless it's a double. Unless I'm double agenting secret.
Yeah. But now you're giving that away. I definitely want her spy. Joe, what do we got? Oh, Yaddle with that beautiful hair. Yaddle. Hey, gang, I'm going to miss her. Dub.
A Yaddle looks like a friggin' turd. I swear to God.
It does not look like a
Just
turd.
the face. It looked like...
get out of here. Get out of here.
You're
Hey, what's up,
for the wrath of Yoda.
All right.
Woman a turd.
Yeah, suspensions are pending already. Darth Hulk, yo. John, what's good?
Is that, is that a new Darth, or did somebody change their
that used to be let me think about it. I'll probably figure out. John Sanders, hey everyone. Sorry I'm late. Sorry, you're late. No, you're right on time, man. Sticks, what do we got? Darksiders Assemble. I know Sticks is biting at he wasn't on the show. He wasn't on a show on Saturday, so he's biting at the bit to get back on the show. What's up, Sunday Fun Day?
On Friday though.
Was he good? Good.
Yep. He was with us Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, but he does like 12 shows a week. Too. What's that?
His internet behaved too.
Did it really? That's awesome.
You know what? He did have a little breakdown. Do you believe? Sometimes he was like, you heard it like a little bit.
Yeah, we have to be careful when we play that, or else we'll lose Sticks for like 5 minutes.
All right. All right. He did change it, and it was what it used to be. I can't remember.
And look, Jedi was impressed with my background at the hotel. He liked the Philadelphia symbol on the back of the room.
Nice. Wait, what happened?
In the room when I was on the show on Friday.
I guess in Philadelphia, people get drunk and can't remember where they are when they wake up. So the hotels, they have to put the word Philadelphia over the.
It's behind a wall behind the bed.
So they remember where they are when they wake up.
So they remember where they woke up.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, I don't know. Philly, not the best place. One of my aunts starting to stab somebody there because they're giving them a hard time. Her, my mom, and my other aunt a hard time. So that's not the aunt I'd mess with. I'll tell you that. She's like,
the hotel really wasn't a good place. You had a place to sleep, but the hospitality.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Internet. Yeah, kind of.
They had slow internet.
Solid internet. No,
oh, what's up, boys? What's up? I thought you said they had slow internet. I don't know if that's a fucking selling point. All right. Yeah, let's maybe Dom. We could do news. We could do Aphra books. We could do everything, but maybe we should get into some. No, let's get into news because I'm gonna have to take a break here. All right, let's get to this week in news. I want to thank not Jedi, JJ. He sent over a bunch of trolling shit, and I didn't use most of it. In Wayseeker, I just want to show you. This is how, when news used to be popular, this is how it was done. All right, this week in Star Wars news. First off, biggest hit. These things are massive hits. This is right off StarWars.com. The Max Rebo donuts are the biggest hit around right now.
How much sugar's in that? I don't care. That looks good.
Dude, there's a ton.
How do you even begin to eat that thing? I mean, do you start from the top or like?
All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell you this, and you guys are going to be like, what the bleep's wrong with you? That fucking donut, get rid of it. I don't really eat donuts. That frosting though, done. I'm like a 2-year-old. I will tear the shit out of that frosting right off the
top. Not for anything.
Max Rebo, I'll eat the fuck out of it. I'll probably take my finger, take all that yellow frosting off of it, lick it with my finger, take that donut and go throw it in the lake.
Mark, you know what the sad thing is?
I was going to say they need to put the donut back on the tray.
You see the rolls? You see the rolls? How they did the frosting?
Yeah.
A bunch of people in Philadelphia that had rolls.
Just like that.
Oh my God.
The Philly roll. That's what a Philly roll is, huh?
Oh my God, bad. I was like, my wife.
What arms? Look, there's no arms. That's legs. It comes from the back. Get out of here. Those hey, this is it. Give Joe it. Those donuts taste like feet. He's got it. All right. Yeah, I figured we'd start off with a little something good. It is really cool.
Ring the bell.
But I saw that on StarWars.com. As soon as I saw it, I go, this is going to leave this week in news. Wheel of Fortune spins to Galaxy Far, Far Away. For those that don't know, they're doing the Star Wars thing. There's going to be some people doing cosplay. Maybe Vanna White's going to dress up as Slave Leia. We don't know. It's unofficial.
Boy, speaking about Slave Leia, I got to tell you some stories with those.
Okay. About those? About her things or about something else?
About Slave Leia's at the con.
Yeah, he teased it a little bit the other night, and then we decided to table it until tonight.
Okay. Do you guys can I ask you a question? Do you guys watch Wheel of Fortune, or are you like me and feel that Wheel of Fortune is for like 5-year-olds and Jeopardy's the only
I used to watch it because I used to watch it
back in the day.
I used to have to stand shift watches or shift watch, and
it's on in the background.
That would be on the television during the watch, and we'd watch it. So
Pat Sajak is the man, though. That's the only reason I'd ever watch it is because he definitely is fucking hilarious, and he used to be drunk a lot of times, but he was shooting, especially he was doing the double episodes. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Wheel of Fortune is probably one of the few shows that I think maybe I could possibly do okay at. Jeopardy, I'm not nowhere near smart enough.
I've watched
Wheel of Fortune. I think I could hang.
I definitely watched some episodes of Jeopardy when they had some Star Wars questions, and people just dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I love Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy. I play before kids. I used to play it all the time. Me and my wife, but I never really watched it.
Started on Family Feud.
Family Feud, though, dude, my wife is straight gangster with Family Feud. I like watching it because I just like her winning all the time. I'm like, damn, dude, I can't do that. I'm not the guy to play that game. You want me on Jeopardy? I'm good. You want me on Family Feud? I'm going to be like the 5th person, right? Or is it the 4th person? The 4th person, because you'll never get hit again. So I only have one shot at it. You know what I mean? I'm the guy. I'm not it. it. So Pat can't say Jack. Huh?
True.
D Squad is back. Oh yeah. So yeah, it is. There's going to be a 10-page bonus. We've talked about Ajax before in the Droid Grata, so they're going to give you a little bit background in that in the first one. The only problem that is look, man, there's going to be certain Star Wars fans that love the shit out of this. This is not. You don't need DC types of fucking words, but you need some damn words in a comic book. This isn't a fucking picture book. It's a comic book. There should be some writing in it. And the guy's saying, yeah, it's challenging to write a fucking whole comic without any words, pretty much, because they do untranslatable language. And that I think we're all
series, isn't it?
It is. It's going to be a limited series, but I thought Dom was saying it's going to be dark and gritty. Well, he also said that it's going to be more of a romp. I don't know what the fuck a romp is.
I don't know if I agree with that statement. I mean, because
you can't tell. Not my statement.
No, not your statement. Not your statement. The statement on the screen about, because looking at only R2 units and a chopper, all the others probably speak English.
This is what the writer said. These are quote. These are exact. I should have put quotation marks around. These are exact quotes from the writer of the book. That's why. Yeah, I was like, okay, cool.
Maybe
we're gonna get Droid Grata.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna get. Well, that was another one. I don't know why we have the maintenance droid in there. That kind of sucks.
Are we gonna get any of the droids? Like, you wanted Mr. Bones. That would have
been good.
Bones would have been cool.
That would have been good.
I don't know if you have Mr. Bones in a romp. Who's that?
C-3PO is going to be part of this.
Yeah, there's a scene. I didn't show it. There's a bunch of panel pages. Oh, yeah, you can see right there. C-3PO at least is in a hologram there. Jedi Johnson says that doesn't count, but as far as I'm concerned, it counts. So he's going to be in it for sure.
Well, hey, listen, you got the murder droids there. You got my money right there. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I kind of want to see this too. I mean, I'm not a no on it. It seems like it's got some good stuff. I'm just worried what he's saying about the book because it's coming from like everything that everybody was saying, like, oh, this is going to be cool because it's going to be X, Y, and Z. He pretty much said it's not that. And it's like, wait a minute, the fuck is this book then? So we'll see though. I mean, it's gonna have some cool covers, and the art looks fucking good. So I don't know why we have to have a fucking Luke story in it, but what the fuck ever. Okay. I mean, I'll take it for Ajax. So, Star Wars Father Day gift guide. They all pretty much were like waffle makers and Legos and shit we've already seen, except for one thing, Dom. Here you go. Way to ruin it. For Dom, boxing gloves, Boba Fett boxing gloves. They're only $250. This is about as much as one of your toys that you buy. So I don't, right? It's like the Mondo statues or whatever. So I don't think
get those and hang them up in the back. Have them hang.
No, Dom, you're gonna get those, and during the show, Giggle Fett's gonna wear them and just like punch you from the outside
with the 16-ounce ones too.
Listen, ask the chat if they would love to see that.
You're just gonna see Giggle Fett's fist come in there and just punch
Giggle
Dom right
Fett
in the face.
hitting you with the. Oh my god, that's so awesome! I'm shipping in if that's the case.
Listen, you know what? If you see the scene where she like hits me, and you keep like showing it every time up the thing, like
that would be great. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But they also got a Sith pair, which was kind of decent, and a stormtrooper pair that was just lame. If you're not going to go to this site, don't go to this site unless you're actually going to buy them, because they put so much tracking shit on your computer that like pop-ups with like shit. Every ad will be these fucking gloves.
I hate that. Yeah.
Everything. It'll be like we blocked something else. We blocked something. What?
Just when you think that they have branded everything under the sun with Star Wars, this happens. I'm impressed.
It is. It's pretty cool. And then I think they got like the wrist wrapping tape and shit like that.
Yeah,
I like those.
So it's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
Gotta hand it to them.
You'll buy them all. They're like $250 a
I
piece.
picked up a couple of.
And they come both sides. They come in 8 and 16 ounce. So
I picked up a couple of Boba Fett related items today, like
or
small items.
12. Yep.
So,
6 and 18. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I need to have what? Oh yeah, Dwayne Scott. Yeah, Sarlacc Life.
Yeah.
That just see him go crazy. All right, so Natasha. Okay, Sabine Wren. She actually did say this in the Empire interview. I had to go back and get it. She said she feels an obligation to him. The him she's referring to is Ezra. Is this surprising anybody that they're going to go find Ezra?
Yeah, so she has the short hair. So this is the scene at the end of Rebels.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that has nothing to. Yeah, I mean that was just a crop picture that I used to give respect to the people who fucking put the interview together that I read.
I know, but this is the picture. This is kind of cool that she does have the short hair. Remember, I was saying she had the long hair, so it time jumps. So with the long hair, so there you go. See, canon hair. There you go. She got the short hair.
I think they figured out how to solve the Ahsoka how you call them? Liku, whatever.
Yeah, because they're a lot longer.
Yeah, well, keep a hood on her so you don't see all that, because that's where it looked like crap is up around.
I wonder how many more Ahsoka action figures like they're gonna have from this series, like Funko Pops and stuff like that. When it does drop, it's gonna be a shitload of Ahsoka.
But this scene in the timeline is after Return of the Jedi, right?
This is the So this is after Return of the Jedi. This is a scene that the ending of Rebels, when she came and she was standing there in the white. Now
it's the end scene of Rebels that was supposed to be years after the end of Rebels. So it's after the Return of the Jedi. It's supposed to be right up to like where we are in the timeline in Mandalorian, right about.
Yeah.
Because this took place before. After the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian
the scene has shit to do with what I'm talking. What the article had to do. Fuck the still. Fuck the still.
Saying.
Next time I'm gonna take the still that has long fucking hair. The still
what you were talking about.
But yeah, I fucking forgot what I talked about. She just said that. All she said was that the show is going to be an ongoing hunt for Ezra. That's what it's going to be about.
So you think Ezra's going to show up in the middle or the ending of the show? You think? Kidding aside, you think they're going to find Ezra first?
Oh, we did, Jedi. Oh, we did, because here he goes. This is what. Yep. So I think that's what the final goal of this show. I mean, people have been saying it's everything, this, that. It's all 100 different things. I think, they're going to have it where there's a big portion of the show is still going to be them trying to find Ezra, which means that if they're trying to find Ezra is not back, which means there's a high probability that guess who else isn't back?
Thrawn is not back.
I wonder if we're going to get any answers.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
I'm just saying, I wonder if, because it takes place after Return of the Jedi, I wonder, not saying they have to show it, but I'm wondering if they're going to give any indication as to what was Ahsoka doing through episodes 4 through 6.
Well, so that's the okay. We'll go to the next news article. That I'm just. So I was really cool, but this sounds cool, right? Yeah, right. Good,
It does sound cool. I can say, look, I can really see this happening. That you're going to see her. Everything's going to set up where you'll find Ezra towards the end of the season, and you'll see Thrawn at the end of the season. I don't think you're going to see Thrawn in the beginning. They'll show a flashback but I don't think you're going to see Thrawn now. That's going to probably be the big.
I agree with you. I think I agree with you on that, Don. We're not going to see a lot of Ezra or Thrawn right away.
Yeah, I think they're going to, because, well, yeah, I agree, but I don't want to see this. And this is what it might be. Because these are quotes from Filoni. It seems like this is going to be a lot of fucking Ahsoka Tano finding how to talk to people because she's been by herself, so she doesn't know how to have relationships with people.
Well,
I mean, these are quotes. This is quotes from the guy who's fucking writing and directing this. The show would explore how lonely her life has become,
because she
what's life like if you are a loner. You have a very small circle of friends. What's this like when you try to open back up? That sounds like a drama to me, and that sounds like not. I want him to find Ezra. Do we not want him to find Ezra?
Well, you know what? Look, I actually think that the first half, if you really put it into perspective, the first half might be where she was at that particular time before she showed up, and then the second half will be the hunt for Ezra. I think it's going to be half and half.
I think we will see Hera, by the way, Dusty.
It'll be the past. It'll be the past, and then
I think we're going to see Hera.
The present.
Yeah, I think we're going to
cast her, so I know we're going to see her. It's a matter of when, but.
I just hope that's not the end, is where they're like, they finally put together the A team, and you get, we found Hera, and we're gonna go over.
See, I think most
Boba Fett had his back to tank.
Yep.
Ahsoka's gonna be on a shrink's couch
fighting,
talking about her childhood.
The childhood.
Oh my God. And the stupid tiger fucking thing. Yeah. Oh, my head's hurting, guys.
Your relationship with your mother.
You know what? Do you think that maybe she? Do you think that she was talking to Anakin, like in her isolation? Do you think she got to talk to Anakin?
If that starts happening, I don't want none of that shit either, dude. I don't want to hear about why your grandma let a fucking tiger carry you around by your diaper.
Anakin wasn't dead yet.
Force Ghost.
He was Ghost. Technically, in this scene right here, he's dead. Dead.
In that scene, yes.
But I'm saying that in her isolation, because she's a loner.
She wasn't isolated. She was hanging out with two guys if you read a book, two chicks if you watch a fucking cartoon.
I know. She was
really a rebellion.
Meditation, and to find a way why she became Ahsoka the White, because of the that she had to take some steps. Her journey. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I hope for our sake that this series turns out to be really great, because if Dave Filoni does something to Ahsoka because it's his child that he's playing around with, people are gonna be pissed, and people are starting to get pissed already.
I'm just saying, like, you could just lead her. She could just have a Sigma type story, like that type of personality, and I think that fits her. Why? She could just be somebody who's like, yeah, I'm okay with this shit, like. Because she's in the book. This is where they fucked up. The JK book, she was that. She was just like, yeah, man, that sucks. They're assholes, though. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. And when shit happens wrong, like, she lived on a fucking, what do they mean isolation? She lived on a fucking planet with a bunch of people. It was like farming and a mechanic, and she's living with families.
The Mars sisters. Those.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, you should just be a dude. But
that was before she became the what was her code name?
Fulcrum.
Yeah, Fulcrum.
Fulcrum. Yeah, we don't really know what happened after she became Fulcrum, do we?
Fulcrum.
She became Fulcrum after she ran into battle.
No, we don't. Well, we don't, but we know that she fucking talked to Bell Organa. We know she talked to fucking Mo. We know she talked to Curly, Larry, Susie, and everybody else. So who the fuck is she? How's she lonely? She's on the phone. She's on the fucking party line.
She talked to what's the face? Andor, what's her name?
Mon. Yeah.
You don't think she should talk to her?
She did. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And Dave's the one that said all that shit. So she's talking. She's literally on a fucking party line talking to fucking everybody. And then she's hanging out with the Rebel fucking crew.
So she has to be careful.
But then she's talking. Yeah, but then she's hanging out with the Rebel crew. So like, so now are we going like, what did she do after? So she was alone for like what, 2 years?
She had to play with her exotic toys because she was by herself.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Fulcrum. Thank you, everybody. Fulcrum. All right. No, he's suspended. Thank you, Blue Beetle guy, cool guy. You must have missed the intro. That Santa book has sent him into a downward spiral. All right. I combined all the gaming news because there was a couple things about Old Republic. Old Republic 2 Switch port will not receive a restored content mod. Okay, both the original 2 games did. Okay, Knight of the Old Republic had encountered notable setbacks. Consequently, the remake won't be ready for release for at least another couple years, so they hope. So they're saying it's not completely canceled, but they're still trying to do a remake of Knights of the Old Republic. I don't think any of this shocks us. I guess it's kind of weird that they didn't add a support for the Switch, but whatever.
Crazy. No, don't worry about it.
I was thinking since JJ and Wayseeker weren't here, we wouldn't have to talk about games. But I see
there was 7 different game things. I put them all into one. I helped you out. Jen.
There you go.
Appreciate that.
Don't
worry, it's not going to turn into a book of Boba
Get
Fett.
through it.
Oh yeah, for Ahsoka, yeah, me too. That's what I'm worried about. All right, so then I think he did this just to be a clown, but he sent me a Yahoo Finance fucking article. I didn't even know Yahoo Finance was still around. Shit, I didn't even know Yahoo was still around. And I still look at finance shit all the time. But we did. So the title was The Force Has Left Lucasfilm. And then one of the big sub headlines was Could Kennedy Go? This article is all the fuck over the place. It said older Star Wars fans want to see Kennedy go in favor of someone like John, which I don't think that's true. I think if you ask a lot of Star Wars fans, John isn't exactly their favorite right now, especially after and the last one. Allegedly, negotiations are. She's going to get a new contract again. She's like 90. She's got to retire soon. They also said that the value of the intellectual property. This was interesting. This was actually somebody's opinion. These are all opinions from, I think, their friends. It was sourced by people who. It didn't seem like she talked to anybody in Disney or anyplace else, but she kept quoting Bob and Billy and Jimmy and Timmy. So here you go. That they simply can't. It's not just franchise box office receipts. It was very interesting that they did say that somebody over at Disney, and I didn't hear this, but it was supposed to be in one of the last financial calls, that refreshments can squeeze more revenue out of each Disney World visitor if they could turn them into Star Wars theme shit. But then right after that, they said they closed down the Star Wars theme stuff because Kylo Ren was in it, what was it? No, because it was sequel stuff.
Sequel trilogy.
But yeah, but the whole thing. If you've been to Disney World, Florida, what is it? It's not Canto Bight. What the fuck is the thing called? The spheres? Black spheres. What is that? The whole fucking thing, sequel trilogy.
Sequel trilogy. See, that's the thing. Look,
but they're playing both sides. You can't say like, oh, the sequel trilogy is making a killing. Oh, the sequel trilogy is not making money. You can't say that they're going to fire this lady and then say, yeah, but they're going to pay her more money and extend her fucking contract. And then they said like Indiana Jones is in trouble, but it's getting great reviews. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Look, everything's all over the place. The whole fact that
this article is shit.
I can honestly say one thing, that if they drop the sequel trilogy shit at the theme parks and make it original trilogy stuff, their receipts will go up.
They still have time out. That's the biggest misnomer. You must not have been to Disney World for a while. They still have original stuff. They still have the ride that you could do. And people still enjoy that, but they ain't waiting in line for that.
Galaxy's Edge should be original trilogy stuff.
There's a whole section of original trilogy stuff. It's the easiest shit to get into. You can pose with Darth fucking Vader. You know, fight with it. You can do all this other shit. You can go on those rides. You can do all that nostalgic shit. Guess what? That shit ain't busy. Anybody can do that. Guess what's dumb? Guess what the fuck's busy? And I don't like the sequel trilogies, but I'm going to tell you what's busy. Galaxy Edge, when you go on the fucking new ride, the fucking treacle ride, that fucking thing's 3-hour fucking wait, 4-hour fucking wait. Try to go build your lightsabers in the fucking...
Man, they should have the AT-AT experience. You go into an AT-AT experience thing and it feels like you're in the AT-AT. That's what they should have.
Don't they still have that?
I wish they did. No, they never had that.
Didn't they? I thought they have something.
No, how awesome would that be?
I mean,
come on in the chat. Who would love to do that? The AT-AT experience.
You're gonna sit? Really? You think that's? What are you talking about? That sounds boring as fuck. You're just gonna sit in a thing that goes like, cool.
Or the snow speeder. You're in a snow speeder simulation that it's not the snow speeder and you're fighting some shit. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah, there's VR video games that you don't have to spend $10,000 fucking to go down to Florida.
You're getting Slave One. How cool would that be to be in Slave One and feel like you're in the cockpit of Slave One? But
You don't play video games at all, do you?
I haven't played video games in a while. I don't play them that
All
much.
right.
I'm not a big video game.
All the shit that you say sounds. All the shit you say. Oh, fuck it. Oh, fuck it. It's like, dude, if you just buy a VR, dude, I don't want you buying one because I don't think we'll ever see you again. If you buy a video game system. All right. For all the people that say George Lucas doesn't ever have input and hates everything, now apparently they come out and the actor who plays Axe Wolf said George Lucas visited the set for season 2 in early 2020. He suggested to the boys, Davey and John, hey, you should have a character named Axe, and that's how Axe Wolf's name got put there. So
there you go. That's cool.
I can just picture that. I mean, like, George comes there and they're like, hey, you should have that Axe is a cool name. You should have one of the Mandalorian. So then Favreau and Filoni are like, hey, is there somebody we can just name Axe just to appease this guy?
They didn't say it like that. They said it's such a cool thing because once he said the name Axe, we're like, yeah, we definitely gotta figure this out. It's like, yeah, but I agree with you. I have a feeling it's old man Smithers walking in and going like, hey, you need somebody, great idea here. Axes. I love axes. I saw an axe.
He threw the axe spray to them. He goes, here's axe spray. Hey, it's a good day.
Axe is a dangerous name. That's fitting of a Mandalorian.
He's like, what all these kiddies are spraying all the time? They're spraying this thing called Axe spray. Axe, that sounds dangerous. You should name somebody that. That'll attract the little kiddies.
God. See, that's George. George had branding in mind. You're probably right. George had branding in mind.
Yeah, he's like
we can have an axe. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, an axe.
I ran into a cosplayer who was Axe. He gave me his card, like the 501.
Yeah.
Yeah, played Axe.
Oh, that's awesome. Dude, you guys took that to the right direction. I wasn't even going there with him, but dude, Jedi, that's fucking hilarious. He's like, I got this great grandkid. He smells like this stuff. It's called Axe body spray. Right. Hey, Axe, that's kind of a cool name.
That's a great name.
Cool name.
Dude, that's hilarious. All right.
You ever thought about using that?
And then they're like, shit, we got to name something Axe in this fucking show.
Who let that guy on set? Get
that old man out of here. Take a picture with Grogu. Get the fuck out. All right, next up. I actually watched this interview from Deadline. It's actually pretty cool. Gilroy says a lot of cool stuff. He actually, at one point, says, I don't want to be Catherine Kennedy because the internet sucks and they kill her. I don't understand how she does it. But he also said, this is what I love about this guy, right? And some of the people are the same way. Eckstein's kind of the same way. Who else is this way? There's a couple people when you see them. Espinito. Who else? The guy that played Grief Karga is the same way. Even the guy that plays the new Chewbacca is the same way. And they're like, hey, listen, you have to realize about the community. They love this thing so much. And then he was saying it's a very diverse group. He was referring to historical type people, but he's like, it's like these people, and these people, and these people, and these people, and they're all put together. And I do see what they say, and I enjoy it. But it's just that means we have to take it seriously, and we can't like wink and nod and be jackasses about it. And we have to respect them, but we're not going to be able to make all of them happy. And I think that's really like when you see Rogue One and you see what he did with Andor. I mean, they're both hits because of that mindset. And when you see the disappointments and stuff of Book of Boba Fett and even the last Mandalorian season, like, I think maybe if Dave and John took a page out of Tony's book, we'd be in a better spot. And by the way, maybe Princey Jr., somebody will punch him in his mouth so we don't have to hear him say anything anymore. So there you go. Either way, it was really cool. Check this interview out. It's not that long.
He also said it's about with George Lucas. George Lucas loved Rogue One. That he had a good conversation with George Lucas. And he enjoyed everything about Rogue One.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell this guy took everything. Like when you hear him explain stuff too, he's like, I'm glad they took a gamble on me. He's like, but we knew it was a gamble, so we watched our P's and Q's. Like, he talks about. I mean, I love a lot of history, and like I could feel that aspect of him when he was talking about. He does have the little conversations and the little side notes about stuff. He's like, people are always giving me shit. They're like, oh, this is relating to like what's going on right now, and he's like, well, it's I could just refer to it being relating to something that happened 1,000 years ago because this incident would happen or that incident would happen. And it's pretty cool, man. I mean, he's definitely on point. I'm excited for what he has going. He definitely doesn't have an ego because there's a part in it where he's like, pretty much I'm going to paraphrase. He said he was over his head at certain parts. So he brought in extra people to kind of try to help him out. And also too, he said like, it got so cool that we just used like every actor has a line. Like he talks about how many people are in there, but there's like not a lot of, even though there's tons of like background people, there's not a lot. There's so many people that actually have lines and actually get work out of it. So, all right, there you go.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. Check it out. It's really good. Oh, for fuck's sake, Marky boy.
Didn't you talk about this last week?
He every week, but then he also says never say never. So he says
just give him the money. Once Disney gives him the money, he'll be back. He also said
Disney needs to stop giving him the money.
He also just said that he never hosted Saturday Night Live, and he's pissed on that too.
But he also says never say never. He like that's how it starts out. Like never say never. I'd rather have Harrison Ford back, to be honest with you. Okay, or Carrie Fisher. Mandalorian season 4, here you go. Production is delayed.
2025.
Okay, it said production. No, well, it said production. Weekly has confirmed that the production has been delayed till November, but at the same point, the writing production has. John said that the script was already done, and that was months ago. So.
But you remember they do rewrites and things too, so you gotta. It's delayed because of that problem. Man.
Okay. All right.
Did John do the writing?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm worried about that. A little bit worried about season 4. Here we go, Dom. This one's for you. Star Wars Theory reveals a major rebel leader in Mandalorian season 4 that we just talked was in. Okay. What is it? We're bound to see this article said that it's a major reveal, but then said we're bound to see her again, right, in a future show. And they said eventually
be in Ahsoka.
No, eventually they said it was going to be Mandalorian season 4. Everything else, they said because the reason why she's going to be there is adapting her political conflict. The show could add a dose of political intrigue to the Mandalorian, which has feuding factions and is always a bunch of political intrigue back and.
Because you know what? Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but they want to put like a dash of Andor spices in Mandalorian to give that political.
Jedi just double crossed his hands and said, "Dom, whatever you're saying, I ain't buying." Is that what you're doing there, Jedi?
Yeah, in a way, because I mean we have Andor, and Mandalorian is a space western. I don't really know. Do we want political intrigue and back and forth in Mandalorian? Do we want
her version of it? No,
because that's not what Mandalorian is. It's a western.
Yeah.
It's a different type of show. You know, even though it's Star Wars, you have the political intrigue and stuff like that. It's just that the way the show is pushed, it's not the political drama like Andor. And
is Din Djarin going to run for the Senate? Are we going to have I don't care.
I just care when the helmet comes off again. It's not Pedro Pascal. It's somebody else. Where's Mando?
Yeah. And she changed. Why did he change his picture, Joe? All right, we're not doing
this. Din Djarin died in the underground caverns of Mandalore.
Yeah, something.
Someone's been. It's not the first time we've had a imposter Mandalorian. So
yeah, we do need to wrap. We need to wrap up Mandalorian. I agree. We got to get to a point where we need to wrap this up. And even if we're gonna do a spin-off where we do, something, follow one of the other characters, that's fine, but we need to get it done. All right, so this one's going to lead us into our comic review because I got sent this horse shit a bunch today, or not today, earlier in the week, Wednesday and Thursday. Star Wars reveals 2 Jedi Masters secretly survived Order 66. We'll talk about
a lot of Jedi survived that Order 66.
Order 66 never happened because Disney's making Order 66 non-existent because there's 9 million Jedis that freaking survived Order 66.
Well, I don't think this person, whoever wrote this article or has been writing this article, I don't think they read comics. I mean, I know this is a panel from the comic, but we'll get into it. But I don't think they read comics.
I don't think they're alive. I think it's more of a vision type of thing.
Well, we'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
So this week at Star Wars, I don't know how many are still now around from. I mean, Obi, and then.
Well, she got killed 4 times, like I said before we went on, and I know there was deleted scenes, but she was killed like 4 times.
Well,
she got
Voss
killed in
is
a
still out
vision.
there.
What?
That's the one. That's the answer I want. What's Voss doing?
And
yeah,
and what's the face? What's the name? I'm going
Yoda and Obi, but they started kill. I mean, by the time the Luke thing happened, they killed off. I mean, we saw it in the comics. So within that first year, they were chasing down. I mean, that's what the Inquisitors' whole business was about. They were chasing people.
Seems like they didn't get anybody. They got cheap.
There's a ton
they
of
got a bunch of no names, really. I mean, they've got a bunch.
No, they killed the whole fucking council.
Yeah.
Well,
but
they killed the whole council. They killed all the little kids, and then they killed some of the middle people. There was a bunch. Well, okay, Dune was he ran away, so he technically is not a Jedi because he was a Padawan. The librarian, they fucking killed her eventually within the first year. They killed 2 other Jedi. You remember the one old man bun Jedi? They killed him. They killed the one-eared guy. Those guys both died.
Well, Vader killed that guy, but
yeah, Vader killed him. Yeah, and then the Inquisitors went out and killed a couple people.
I know, but it's still taken away with Order 66.
Kill him?
It's just ridiculous. It's like, wait, what's next going to happen? Oh, being a Force ghost, you're stuck in an interdimensional dimension. Once you open that door, they all can come back. I think it's all bullshit because basically.
Well, you better go talk to your boy fucking Davey about that.
Listen, they got to stop doing this because it's tarnishing Order 66.
No, but hold on now. By the time we hit Return of the Jedi, by the time we hit Empire, by the time we hit New Hope, how many Jedi are there?
You don't know. There's probably Jedi on the other side of the
world.
world.
We did. Well, how many? No, I'm asking you how many
do we know of?
How many do we know of?
You don't know any except 1 or 2: Obi-Wan and Luke.
Yeah, no, Obi-Wan and Yoda.
Voss.
And Yoda.
We don't know.
We don't know. No, we don't know Voss. We don't know for sure if Voss is alive or not. Now, if you want skeptical, there could be one skeptical is Voss. Everybody's gonna say Mace, but we saw him fucking die.
Yeah,
so
we got to assume Mace is dead until they say
Mace is dead till all their way. So besides that, I mean, who else do we have? Because we've seen the rest of them die off. They were just showing them killing off. I mean, they have showed us a bunch of Jedi get killed.
I know.
There's a shit ton of Jedi. They have temples everywhere. You're acting like there's 10 Jedi. There's fucking 10 Jedi on council. They kill all 10 heads rolling shit.
Jedi
so technically, Ahsoka's not a Jedi.
Ahsoka's not a Jedi. Not a Jedi.
Technically, she's not a Jedi.
This Jedi survived. That Jedi survived. That means the Empire really freaking sucked at their job.
What Jedi? No. They Order 66 a bunch of them, and then went out and sent out Elite Force to mop the rest. All right, it's like they bombed the main facility, and then there's a couple guys out in the field, and they got to hunt down a couple guys out in the field, and they did that. Ahsoka's not a fucking Jedi. The only 2 that there was Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, so she's not a Jedi, but the Inquisitors weren't just hunting Jedi; they were hunting any Force-sensitive.
Well, see, that's the part where they fucked up. They were mainly supposed to be doing Force-sensitive kids and old Jedi, but I mean that's.
Well, you know what? Look, the way I see it is that
Peli died.
If Disney just seems to be popping Jedi left and right, they have to.
You're saying that, but I'm asking you which one, Dom, and you can't name any Jedi.
I can't name, but they keep every other day. There's a new one in the freaking books. The new one in the comics. They have this.
Well, this is because you're reading a highlight of a book. I'll explain that. Those Jedi they're not alive in that fucking book.
No. Well, we're getting other Sith too, right? Like we're going to get a new Sith, or at least a Sith type person in the Ahsoka series. The actor that just passed
Ray
away.
Stevenson, Balin. But
who knows? They're going to do what they're going to do.
Supposedly, the girl that's with Balin is a clone made from Luke.
Well, that's
supposedly.
You're making shit up at this point.
I'm not.
You are. That's why you're saying quotes and saying supposedly.
We've given Dom too much rope. He's about.
Yeah, we gave you too much. I'm not doing it again. All right, let's get into that controversial This is actually why, because of Aphra, this book was getting hyped, but still not selling for anything because supposedly T and whatever's coming back. We're gonna go through it. I'll explain to you why that's not the case.
Is that book worth? Is the cover with her on it?
No,
It's
all worth whatever. I don't. When I looked at it, it wasn't. It didn't blow up. I mean, it just is what it is. Anyways, for those who don't remember, Luke got like blindsided, knocked out. We didn't see who knocked him out or took the droid. Turns out it's Aphra. I don't know why we have to use Luke all the time, but she's like, hey, listen, I have this hologram of this place, and they say the only way to get in there is by using somebody who has the Force. You have the Force, you're going to get me in there. They go into the planet, and it's like, beep, boop, bop, there's stuff blowing up everywhere. He's like, oh, I feel some tingling in my panties, and I'm going to fly you through here because I'm your co-pilot.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
No, he
You
does.
have the tingle in the panties, Luke?
Luke, yeah. Then he says it's like a voice, it's like a sound, it's like a gift.
Right, okay. No, it makes sense now. Okay,
Yep. So then they fly down. There's all these crystals and stuff. And I wish JJ was here because I think we've seen something like this before. But they land on the planet and she's like, okay, well, here's the big sign. Oh, by the way, everybody left me before. Vader this, Vader that. You do have the Force. And he's like, oh, no, I can't do anything because of I felt some ripple. And when I was on that shitty ass storyline where I was in space for no reason with monsters. And then Vader was doing that.
No space.
Yeah, that fucking last mini series that they had that made no fucking sense about the Sith trap that wasn't a fucking trap. They're trying to sum it up. At least they did that. That was pretty good. They did a good job of summing all that shit up. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere comes this pink monster thing. And it's like, holy shit. And then his lightsaber doesn't work. Oh, crap. My lightsaber's on the fritz again. Blah, 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 blah. She's like, but this is what she says. These things don't just come to life, which means they had to be activated by some type of machine. And she goes and she tries to find the little, and that's very key point for later. If you look at the background, they still have the glowy stuff. It's the same area and everything else. She finds the device, but it's broken. So then they got to fucking beat the thing everywhere. She's like, zap, 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 boom, kaboom, kabang. Pretty good action. A little bit of back and forth. That was actually kind of cool. And making fun of him because his lightsaber doesn't happen. Then all of a sudden, this part opens up and they splash into the Lazarus pit. But it's not. It's just some pink milk that they splash into. Then she's like, uh-oh. And there's two Jedi with sparkling stuff. And that's supposed to be them guarding the temple and coming back. Even though it's T and the other one is, what's her name?
Sakura,
who definitely died. We saw him die.
Do people like T or whatever? Is that a popular Jedi? Because
yeah, they like
whatever. It. She looks like a clown. I can't stand to look at her. It looks weird.
But it's not what she looks like. It's what she looks like underneath the robes.
But so
people
if you
don't like it, Dom. People don't like it.
If you read
the robes,
if you read Aphra or at least read, so this is like kind of a kickback to like the 17, 18, 19 Aphra. If you read those, even in the early 2020s, this is how Aphra always worked. It was always, we're going to show a panel of something, and then while we're on a treasure hunt, and the very next book or next two books, it's not actually going to be what you think it is. It's typically either just like
I think a
an
hologram
image
or it's a vision.
I think it's like the same thing that was up there, like these pink monsters. It's just some
I think it's
machine
just,
thing.
The stuff that's making it see things that's not really.
Oh no! I think it's one of the machine things, like these things up here. I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah, but it's definitely not.
Your earlier question though about why Luke.
Yeah, T.
I think about why Luke. So I think they needed a character who was so unappealing, unattractive, undesirable that even a horn dog like Aphra would not be interested.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Dom thinks
otherwise Aphra's going to be trying to get in whoever's pants is around. So
very good.
They had to get somebody there that just was not.
100% right on that. So Dom and Astros think the same thing about hallucination. I don't think it is because they both seem to see him, and I think they've already set it up with the mechanical.
I think it's the same type of water that he fell into when he seen men, and it was like pink, and he was going through the old.
No, he was in the planet thing.
I know the planet, but I still think that it's something similar to that from seeing this. I could be wrong, but
I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be like this is like Chuck E. Cheese and his friends here. I don't think it's really yeah. But so I mean, just to put that one to rest, maybe you were wrong, but that's typically how Aphra reads. If you've read it, yeah, he does have no game. He tried to kiss his sister, bro. There you go. It's Nestle quick. Yeah. Wow, this book sucks. And Lone Pop doesn't make it better.
Wayseeker.
Yeah.
The artwork was pretty good in this book. I can tell you that.
He's not even here. Let's boo him anyway.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm pulling it up.
Boo this man!
I can't believe we had to read this garbage this week. Here we go. This is why he's suspended. We start off with them going like, "Oh, we lost the ship. Oh, well, you're cool. We can figure this out." Blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, Lone Pop goes, "Nah, I got the planet. You're gonna follow me." Grrr, and points a finger. Like, okay, what the fuck? So then they land on the planet. Yeah. Then they land on a planet, and Sana's like, "So your plan doesn't sound like it's gonna work." She's like, "Yeah, it's not gonna work." And they're like, "Wait, why the fuck are we doing it then?" She's like, cuz. Then they decide to get in a fight. Yeah, quack, quack. It looks like Lone Pop's going to win, but then, of course, Santa, for some reason, even though she's fucking terrible at fighting, pops her auntie in the eye, and then they're like, "Oh, yeah, everything's great. We're cool. Don't worry about it. This will work." So they go in to find the bounty hunter that has the grandma, and he's like, "I'm not really a bounty hunter. By the way, you missed all the snow troopers that were outside, and now they're behind you, and they're going to shoot you." What the fuck was this book about? This book
Did
sucked.
Santa just knock out Diva Lompa?
Yes.
Lompa?
Yes.
Cock out your girl.
That.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Right.
Jedi, they're taking everything away from you.
Yeah. Oh, not even that. Lone Pop didn't realize that they were being ambushed by the Empire, even though they walked by.
And she got shot too.
And then they had to do this stupid joke where they jump behind the bar, and she's like, "I'm gonna have a drink." She's like, "Is it out of the time to drink?" She's like, "Yeah, it's the perfect time to drink." Ha 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 ha. Dumb. Then of course the brother shows up and is like, "Hey, Santa, we got you." "Oh yeah, well, I give up." "Okay, I'm gonna shoot you." And then she accidentally shoots the fucking Lone Pop, and then he's like, "Yeah, Auntie, I can't believe I shot you, Auntie Lone Pop. Well, we're out of here anyways." That was stupid. And he's like, "Now we got the grandma and we got the aunt."
This is why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, this is so dumb.
This is why I'm not reading these comments anymore. Diva Lompop, when they first introduced her in that first Jabba one shot, she was, I know Marco's not gonna agree with this. She was sexy, and then suddenly she's dangerous. They haven't once since that.
I'll give you the dangerous thing. Yeah.
They haven't one time, not once that I know of, since that Jabba the Hutt one shot showed her jaw unhinge and her get like really fierce and angry. And
she did. No, that's not true. In Star Wars Adventures. In Star Wars Adventures, there was one of the one shots with the kid, with the little kid. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. But she did this huge face.
Listen, I don't know what they're doing. Like, what is this story really necessary?
No, this story sucks.
So
they got all these women. Let me finish up how sucky. They did give you the backstory on the brother. The whole backstory on why the brother is kidnapping his sister who's pregnant and got her pregnant on purpose to kidnap her is because he said that Santa didn't pay enough attention to him as a little kid, so he decided to run the streets until he found the Empire, and then he became a cop. That's literally his backstory. The dumbest fuck backstory I've ever heard in my life. My sister didn't pay enough attention to me, so I decided to join.
That can't be worse than that can't be worse than what's your name? Solo. You're by yourself, Solo.
Him and
it gives it running.
Him and Luke need to form up a support group for each other.
Whiny bitches incorporated.
Yeah, just whiny bitching, crying to each other. Yeah, go ahead.
Dom, you say that, but dude, literally the plot of this is a younger brother didn't get enough hugs from his older sister, so he came up with a plot to impregnate his younger sister by a fat old dude so he could kidnap her so they could get something from the family.
Yeah, that's some Law and Order shit right there.
That's some freaking goddamn and
then kidnaps the grandma and the auntie. And by the way, shoots the other one that's supposed to be an auntie that's not an auntie. So kidnaps the aunt and grandma and then shoots the auntie, if you know what I'm saying, for all those people. Yeah. Great fucking book. Suspension. So I should suspend them for a month for that fucking horseshit book. That book sucked. I know Wayseeker better not be in the comments trying to defend that crap.
He's been very quiet. I don't think he's in there anymore.
Did I mute him? I think I muted him. All right. Adventures number 5. Here we go. Yeah. What's he? Yeah. Diva should eat first. We're not knocking her. We're knocking the fucking writing on that shit ass book, dude.
Listen, I'm with Jedi. I like the character, but they're just not utilizing her.
Yeah. Astra's right. Days of Our Lives. That's what the fucking book was. It's horrible.
Yep.
All right, so I'm lost on this fucking book. I want to hate
hit
this.
the head with something? Is that his hair? What is
No,
he, the guy from freaking?
yeah,
from
that's
freaking,
the hair of the fucking Jedi
This guy
Master.
hitting something. He looks like what's his name from
Yeah,
freaking
it's fucking
the
horse shit. This
Fifth
book.
Element. Freaking the guy.
Yes.
Not
Chris, what's his name?
Tucker.
Tucker. Chris Tucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Jedi Master Tucker is like, hey, listen, build these things, and then all of a sudden, Sav, she throws it together and then starts it. He's like, you're not supposed to be playing with the lightsabers. If you just built a fucking lightsaber with the force, would you not turn that motherfucker on and see how it lit up? I would. So they go back to Sav being with that other chick and pretending she's a pirate, and she's like, oh, they're gonna figure out that I'm not. They jump on the planet. This is released so late because this is during the riot with Latanna when they were doing the shit, but they're fighting back and forth. I will say this is kind of funny. It is very childish, but it's kind of funny. There's this fucking dude. What is his name? I can't even remember what his name is. Like Champ Hands or Clamp Hands or Clomp Hands. Or
isn't that the same species that was in Solo? Remember Solo? The guy with the hands. He was a lobster dude.
Van Clamp Hands. Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah.
But dude, it's awesome because they're like Van Clamp Hands. You have to be tougher. He's like, but I lied and told all these stories, and they're like, dude, you gotta get out there and fight. And then the little police guy that makes no sense is like, I'm going to arrest you guys one time. But like right now, he gives him a pep talk. It's like, okay, well, let's see what Van Clamp Hands can do. That Sav's like all screwed up in the path of the hand, a big group, and her lightsaber falls out there. It's like, it's a Jedi. And then for some reason, the other death chick from the Dank was like, fuck it, let's just fight them all off. So they pretty much fight off the whole crowd and start killing them. In the meantime, this was kind of cool. It gave you a breakdown of the Battle of Jeddah and like all the different groups, so you could see it. That the one group, the Enron forces, used if you were confused about the difference between the Iran and the Emir forces, this is for Jeddah right here, 100%. There you get to see what the forces is. Some are the people, the water people. The other ones use the robots. Then you also had a couple cool Jedi appearances there. Oh, you got Wonder Woman Jedi there. Oh,
what?
Yeah, all right. What? Right in the corner. And then it shows you like the path of the opening hand and some other nonsense. Good stuff though. There you go. Then it gets back to our man, and there's a lot of throms going on. So a Clamp Champ decides to fucking be the best Clamp Champ he can be. He goes out there, goes wild, and just starts murking people.
Man, that crab reminds me of Godzilla versus the Sea Monster.
Wow, dude, it was cool action. So the second half of this book was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, this is weird though. Sav decides to throw her lightsaber in the like inspector's dog's mouth and says, "Take it back to him." And then he's about to shoot him, but he doesn't because I don't know. That's fucking stupid. All right, so only 50% of that book was good. Next week, here we go, Dem. I get to hear how you guys love these covers. I'm hungry for a Krabby Patty.
Freaking goddamn, what's his name from SpongeBob? Freaking goddamn.
Yeah. All right, next week we got another Star Wars adventure. We got that stupid ass character that everybody thought was going to be a big deal. That's probably going to be gone in 2 episodes. And we got Boss Nash. So cool covers.
The 40th anniversary for Jedi with C-3PO.
Yeah, are you going to pick that up, Jedi?
His favorite Ewoks.
I don't know. Maybe.
I have a feeling he's not going to. Because he's not going to.
I don't know. Depends if I go to LCS or not, and they have it.
The inside's going to suck. So
you have Cinta, and you have Val. Their first appearances on a cover, which is cool, on the Pride cover. I just don't like the way that drew Val. Val looks like her face is too long.
It's something.
Yeah.
Boss Nash. There you go. That book, The Empire, is coming out. I have mixed feelings about this. I'll show you a couple of previews. Dom's gonna love this because the one in fucking 100 just looks exactly like the fucking A cover, just virgin. So he'll probably be picking that up. I do like the connecting cover in the middle. That is cool. It's gonna be cool getting all those collecting covers. So that's kind of dope. So we get this dude. This is the story, guys, or at least this is a synopsis. We get this dude who comes from a rich family, and the Empire one day says, "Hey, we need that dude to go to Endor to help us like facilitate some stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, cool." And yeah. So he calls home to Daddy to tell him he's okay.
For now.
This could be really bad, but this could be Tag and Bink, which would be fun. It has the Tag and Bink potential, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Also, we got Yoda 8 coming out. This is coming to end here soon. This has been a really good series.
Yep.
Would you say yes?
Yoda Batman.
No, the middle one is going to be a great one.
Yeah, Yoda Batman. I like it. I don't care.
Like it.
I still like it.
The same artwork from that 125. So.
Yeah. Yep, you should have known this one's coming, so it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody.
Next week is going to be big.
Yeah, it should be what next week? I didn't hear what you said. But either way, good shit. Speaking of shit, hey, Ruben's gonna be buying this book. It's the second print of the Momoka story in red, black, and white, which is not arguably, it is defined as the fucking worst story of all the red and black stories so far.
Oh, Jesus Christ, everybody. There's a lot of bad stuff.
This is the worst, though. This is the fucking worst. Remember, it didn't have any words. Remember this fucking story? Jedi. This made Jedi.
Yeah, no, I read this one.
This was the last thing he read. This made him quit Star Wars comics.
This made me quit reading Star Wars.
Legitimately made him
thought that
quit Star Wars
Sabe
comics.
dying in the last Vader book made you quit Star Wars books.
Well, I guess if I could ask a question about to those that know,
yes,
how many LCSs do you think are going to order this? Is this going to be a low print probably on this thing?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, they've been not ordering much second prints because there's not that big of a demand for some of them. So,
you know what? I'll probably pick one up.
Not that anybody in this, not that we're looking at another Aphra thing or anything like that, but there's no first appearances or anything here that matter. So.
Okay, well, there is. That girl is.
The creator's brother of the Vader's costumes.
Yeah, we have no clue. Yeah, all that shit was made up. It was just made up for the book, but none of it's canon. But yeah, you could sell it.
Yeah, but first appearances that matter, we don't know.
No, that matter.
Now listen, I'll buy this just the sake of having it, just in case.
Well, people will say low print fucking run on this, and it'll sell, dude. It'll sell for low print run. Low print run better than no print run.
That Vader Star Wars book looks good.
Yeah, FOC.
I like the Emperor looks evil. I like that.
Oh, I would like the middle one. Blah.
That's cool. You don't get him a lot of covers.
Here you go, Jedi.
There you go.
Padme in disguise.
It's not Sabe.
Oh, you only like Sabe?
But it's the Padme in disguise. Yeah. You wouldn't know who it is until you actually said Padme.
I know, Dom. I know.
He knows. He does.
I like the retro covers.
I was wondering what you guys are going to say about that because they're going to do a bunch of retro covers. They're going to be
there's 4 of them.
4, yeah.
It's funny because those covers, the original, obviously the Return of the Jedi covers, I think are the lamest Star Wars covers from back in those days, from the the 80s or whatever. But the fact that they're doing an homage or whatever, yeah, okay, I'm kind of down with it. To be honest, I kind of like it.
It's cool.
I knew you would. Yeah.
I like the Vader. I like the Boba Fett one, which is the first one that's dropping. Of course, I like the Boba Fett one.
Of course you do. Yeah, I figured you guys would be picking these up. I'll be honest with you. I actually dig them too, man. Just make sure your LCS is.
Let me ask you a question: are they going to be variants that are going to be 1 in 25, or just regular variants?
I didn't look it up to see. I think it's regular. Yeah, because he pre-ordered the homage cover, so I assume it's just regular. Okay.
I wasn't sure either because
they better not charge more for it.
No.
Yoda. I don't know why I like the variant cover for
I like the last
125.
That's the yellow, right? The yellow cover.
Yeah, it looks cool as shit though, bro.
That. That's really cool. I like that.
I actually like both the green and the yellow cover. The first cover is like.
I like the second cover too. It's like from afar you see the birds.
Yeah, I actually like this. I like the middle cover the best.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
You'd be surprised, Joe, at how low you have to go to be considered low in some of these fucking series. Yeah, it is open order. Okay, cool. That's it. That's our FOC. All right, so Dom, we got some story before we get into the Aphra 5. So speaking of Aphra, so I took 5 comics that had been hyped before, and we're going to look at them. And I took 5 that I was surprised to see the prices of them. and I actually have 9/8 for them too, which I was actually surprised because of what they were selling for Raw in the 9/8. But we'll get into that after we hear stories from Dom, because Dom's got some common stories for us. I guess he met some Star Wars celebrities. Apparently, these are good.
Yeah, I'm going to show you first things first. We'll throw the cat out of the bag first before we start anything. So I was able to get Katie Sackhoff autograph on,
and that is why I'm suspended next week now.
Yep.
Okay.
So we got online, me and the and Mrs. got online, and first things first, a lot of the lines were shit shows that were in the con. They weren't organized right. The volunteer help, you would talk to them and they would get a little offensive. Oh, we're just volunteers. But you have to have some law and order in these lines because people are cutting. And so
It's Philly, dude.
So prior to getting Katie Sackhoff's autograph, I got Peter Cullen's autograph. I know it's that Star Wars Transformers, the voice Optimus Prime. So his line, me and my wife were online, and they took somebody from the front and brought him all the way around to the other side, then brought him back, and then took him back around again. Them doing that, people started cutting in the line to get in front of us. We've been waiting on the line for like an hour and a half. So I went up to the woman. I said, "Excuse me." I go, "You got people cutting in the lines, getting ahead of everybody, and you don't have any kind of law and order going on." Oh, I just work here as a volunteer, and she's like getting a little offensive and like, I said, "Relax." I said, "You're gonna have a bigger problem if you don't control this line." So the bigger problem was that I wound up cutting the line, going in front, getting the autograph, and getting out of there, saying, "Screw everything else. I don't give a shit."
So you just cut everybody off.
Yeah,
so
you became part of the problem.
I became part of the problem because I wasn't about to be in the line and being just standing there.
Not the solution.
And I had a whole bunch of other people follow me, and
that sounds like Tom just fucked the whole shit up.
Sounds like Dom was a mastermind behind the plan to get the cut in front of her.
That was like, fuck everybody else. I'm cutting in front of all you motherfuckers.
Dom is the Lex Luthor of.
It's like it's like some fucking old lady on a walker that's like handicapped. They're like, "Ma'am, come with us. We'll move you to the front of the line." Dom's like, "Fuck these people. I'm first. I'm not first. I'm last, motherfucker. And I ain't gonna be last." And he just plows the old lady over. He goes,
it was just funny because when I did that,
come on, everybody.
I had the people get there and did it, and I said, "You know what? Screw this. I'm going to Katie Sackhoff's line now." So when we got to Katie Sackhoff's line, we were like,
"Yeah, after you cut the whole line, he goes, riot, let's riot."
Listen,
he throws that one, burns that fucker down.
After I did that, I didn't care what happened. The thing could have imploded. The rest, I didn't care.
Shit.
But then we went on Katie Sackhoff's line, and she signed a couple autographs, and she took a break to like 2:00, like 2:15, and we were like, we were definitely like maybe 6 or 7 on the line. Second, it was second on line. Thank you. And we were there, and we were talking. She came back, and so this is what I did. I went up to her. I said, "Katie," I go, "Princess of Mandalore," like that, and she started laughing.
What is wrong with you?
Wait, listen. So so I did that. So we're talking. I said,
"You wait, hold the fuck up." Your grown ass walked up to another grown ass adult who's just signing some bullshit. You guys aren't like fucking at a Renaissance festival. You're not at a fucking. You're not at a Renaissance Special cosplaying or some shit like that.
Well,
you're like, okay, you're paying her to sign some shit, and you fucking do a curtsy.
Yeah. What was your wife doing while you were curtsying?
Laughing.
No,
that's what she called getting fat.
She took a picture. She got a good picture, a good shot of me getting the autograph. But she said I didn't, and I did. And whoever was next to me seen that, and she started laughing. I started talking. She goes, "I have about an hour and a half, and I'm gonna try to get through you guys." Meanwhile, I'm holding up by talking to her. And my wife is like, "Leave her alone." I'm like, "No,
you don't give a fuck." I know we've already established that.
Yeah. Dom is 0 fucks given, Dom.
So when I gave her the autograph, talking about the autograph, I didn't even ask her. Oh, now before I finish the story, the autograph situation. You heard of the story's terrible. The autograph situation is out of hand.
I love her.
So now they charge per letter to word. So if you
what?
want it, so wait, if you wanted, say, Katie Sackhoff, Bo-Katan, it's $40 extra to put the Bo-Katan name on the damn pop. Not everybody. I'm giving an example. Go back there.
No. I want it. No, you don't. Let her speak too. Okay. We need the truth. The truth will set you free.
We went.
Everyone had
different things. All right. So Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus, had that. If you want extra words, you got to pay $40 per letter, per word, whatever it was. I'm like, are you kidding me? But the worst was Shamik Moore, who played the.
Wait, hold on. So they have something they're going to sign. There's a standard signature that they do.
Yeah, I scared to say. So you pay $100 for an autograph.
Okay.
Each additional lettering
To remark, you mean?
Yes.
If you want to remark, it's $40.
Yes.
On top. Okay.
On top of that, so if you want, like, say, Transformers rollout or like, May the Force be with you, you have to pay extra for those other words without just the signature, which is
a remark. Yes.
I'm like, that's dumb.
That's what they do in comics.
Yeah. So you can't take pictures. You have to pay extra $100 for an extra picture. You have to do this. You have to do that. We went to go see Shamik Moore, who was the voice of Miles Morales. $40 per word with each letter.
I doubt the celebrity
What
or
the fuck are you saying?
I want to show you something.
No, ask her because your math is fucking.
No,
your math is saying if you put the word the, you're telling me he's charging.
I want to show you something. Look at the signature of the voice of Miles Morales. I'm going to show you right now.
The fuck is that?
That's his signature. An S with a friggin' scribbled thing. Now, that was $80 for this little S that I could do 10 times over. And if you wanted to put Miles Morales, that would have been $120 something more just to put the name Miles Morales on the damn thing.
That's only 2 words.
You already waited in line 2 hours. You might as well go for it, man. Just do it.
No.
He gets it.
No, go inside, please. Please go inside. Just bring it back. It's going back to harsh memories.
Oh, he's gonna cry. Oh shit.
Well, anyway.
Okay, first off, as soon as the guy's like, as soon as I see him sign that horse shit on somebody else's pop, I'm going refund right now. Fuck off.
But
That's
my wife wanted that because. But anyway, make a long story short.
Okay, well then it's worth it. Okay, so not bullshit.
So we're going back to Katie Sackhoff now, and I tell her. So I get the autograph and I give her the Dark Side card. I go, Katie, I know you're a busy woman. I go, but we would love to have you on the YouTube channel if you can. This. She looks at the card and she goes,
after you bowed down to her.
Wait, no. So she looks at the card. She goes, oh shit. She goes, I watched this before.
Okay, that's true.
Wait, she just said, I said, really? I said, I hope you didn't watch one of the bad shows. She goes, did you talk shit about me? I said, no, we never would talk shit about you. And she starts laughing, and she's like, she's really a great person. But I gave her the card.
She might be watching right now, Dom.
Probably was, Dom. While you're saying she's ripping you off, while you're skipping lines.
While you're saying she's ripping you off, yeah.
No, but
that's cool.
It was crazy. It was a little like a hectic.
See, that's kind of like we were talking about like earlier too. Like that's another good. She's a good one that gets like you're gonna have. I mean, no offense, what you did was weird as fuck, and she had every right to go like, pump the brakes, weirdo. Pump the fucking brakes.
Look what John said. John's thing up. Look what he said. He goes at this point. He goes, I don't know what Miss Dom Tobit does for a living. She's laughing.
No, but Dom, so here's the deal. Like, to be honest with you, like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these people with Star Wars, a lot of the celebrity, we always get to hear the bad ones, like when Junior's out there drunk talking on podcasts. But like, X-Teen's amazing, and you can't blame them for the remark stuff. Like, I get it. You don't want that to be the way, but then blame the guy that walks up there with fucking a caseload of pops.
Yes,
and it's like, hey,
we had
fucking
that.
sign. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what it's all. You think these fucking artists, like, dude, a lot of them could give two. They rather talk to somebody like you who's bowing and hanging out than some asshole that's up there signing 80. The problem with it is, if somebody behind you, if they don't charge you that, they see the guy behind you's gonna walk up with a box of these motherfuckers. He's like, wait a minute. And that asshole is such a dick, he's going to start arguing and yelling at these people because that's what they do.
Yeah.
They're usually card guys. Just blame it on the fucking card guys. They ruin fucking everything. But, like, that's it. Like that's the type of shit that happens. So for them to still be kind of cool. I mean, I know the charging's getting out of control, but
because Hayden Christensen used to be like $100 and something. Now it's like almost $200-300. And he wasn't even up in front. He was actually downstairs signing, and you had to get special privilege to go downstairs to get his autograph, which made no sense. But you know what? I understand because I hate going online for autographs. That's not my thing. I like to walk around because I'm missing things in the con.
But this is kind of like all the times when we tell you not to buy overpriced shit, and it just sets the market for this shit. Because like these guys, they wouldn't be fucking slamming this shit down there if they weren't getting paid. I mean, they are getting paid.
Yeah.
Like we said how Kate's looked like shit, but like the honesty, Kate's the best time when he started smiling and not looking like a homeless bum was when he was actually got a chance to talk to a fan. The majority of the time, he had they just had fucking long boxes in front of him, and he's just doing. I mean, how fucking miserable has that got to be?
Yeah, because people are reselling those. You know, they're reselling that stuff.
Yeah, of course. And he's just like, fuck, this is why did I leave my fuck? He could do that shit in his house. He don't need to come to a fucking con. She doesn't need to go to a con. I mean, we make fun of you for being like bowing because that's curtsying because that is fucking ridiculous. But at the same point, like it made her day. You know what I mean? That's just fucking hilarious.
And she's very humble. She's a sweetheart. She was like, you know, smile and just talking a little bit. They got a chance to talk. And I know that she was pressed for time, but she does have stories, you know, and you could definitely talk, you know, it's like, but at the end of the day, like I was happy to meet her and greet her and get the autograph and like, no problem. Like she just wrote and she was happy. She's like, she looked at the pop. She goes, oh, that's cute because it's it's the chase without a helmet on. So, you know,
yeah, she could tell you actually, I think there is a big, you know, I always get crapped on because of the Neil Adams stories that I told that one time. But like there is a difference between that guy who's just trying to make money and some of these people who are obviously it's their job to make money, but are cool enough to be like, oh yeah, shit, I didn't see that. That's cool. Or like actually have 2 words to talk to you about. And you know, they're pulling in a decent amount of money, but it is still work for them, but they don't have to always make it to be work. And to be honest, you know, if you're one of these dudes that are getting 1,000 things signed, because I get what you're doing. But if the person's like, yeah, fuck, it's not their job to be nice when they're signing shit. You're just paying them for the signature. So like to hear that she's kind of cool and she's on the good ones, like that's cool, man. But you kind of already knew that because of how she dealt with interviews and how she dealt with other questions.
You know, the funny thing is that the guy before me had a Starbuck Funko Pop, which he played Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica.
Okay. And
he told us straight out, he's like, listen, he goes, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not like the casting when they casted you as Starbuck. She goes, you know, she goes, I got a lot of that. She goes, by the end of the thing, she goes, people wind up embracing it, and she was great at Starbuck. You know, and, you know, look, at the end of the day, there are different things. And
hey, I'll be honest. When they said that, I've said it before. When they were like, oh, we're gonna bring her in because we're gonna. I'm like, God, she's already done like 5 sides. Like I'm always let's bring in somebody new, but she killed it. So like I mean, what do you want to say?
She was
like
the
you
voice,
can't,
right? She was the voice already.
Yeah,
she was. But I still, well, shit. I mean, they didn't bring in Eckstein to fucking be, which I think she would have been just as good, but whatever.
You know,
anyways, what else you get, Dom?
Well, anyway, so now back to the Lee and Slave Gear situation. So there was a girl.
Oh, here we go.
There was a tall girl.
All right.
She shouldn't have been wearing because she did have a little belly that was hanging, and it was like,
hey, when you don't have anything fucking jiggling on yourself, bro, you start talking about other fucking people.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna wear that costume, be a little tight.
Not your business, Dom.
Well, I know.
Where's your hair at? Where's your hair, bro?
My wife turned around and told
He
me.
was standing behind her in line, Marco.
My wife turned around like this. She goes, leave her alone. But then we saw another one. She looked like a grandmother. She had tattoos on her back, and she was solid, and she looked good as the slave. I was like, oh, damn, that grandma looks good. She had to say,
Dom, your wife. We're buying those boxing gloves so she can hit you when you say some dumb shit like this, right?
I know, but she's like, she gets mad at me. She goes, leave her alone.
Yeah, leave them alone. They ain't fucking harming you.
So when I came into when I first got to the con,
she was good in Riddick. Hey, Gabriel, she was good in Riddick. She was. She's good in everything she did.
When I went to the con, I went to a booth and I was like, I gotta get this.
And hold time. How are you gonna be criticizing fucking Slave Leia's while you're curtsying to fucking somebody to get a signature?
What?
Well, have you seen his Boba Fett jacket? Dom, show him the jacket.
Oh,
you
good
gotta,
fucking
you gotta
Lord.
know what he was wearing to get the full picture.
No,
of this.
no.
I had the Boba Fett jacket. I had my Boba Fett.
Did anybody give you a hard time about being some old dude in a Boba Fett jacket curtsying to fucking people?
People enjoyed it. They're like, oh my god, because that jacket's really cool.
Well, people probably enjoyed that slave Leia too. Leave that poor girl alone.
You know what?
And leave that poor grandma alone too.
You know what?
And all her tattoos.
But here, so when I first walked in, $60
Yeah.
off the bat. I finally got the picture I wanted. I've always seen it, and I'm gonna how to get it. You know,
Yeah, you can find slave Leia all over the place.
yeah, it's beautiful. I like this. You have Boba Fett, and you have my slave Leia on the cover. Love it.
He also have a Sarlacc pit.
Accurate.
I have it back. But yeah, no,
What's that?
That's not canon accurate. That photo.
Not at all. He
why?
he would already be because he'd be in a Sarlacc pit already. He's that close to
you
Sarlacc
just slayed
pit.
one in the background too. No, but yeah, we had a good time. It's just like the autograph thing was kind of like really a shit show because of all the money you got to spend. It's like damn. And then there was somebody because we got the things authenticated. We waited online to get the sticker and to make it authentic. And there was a dude that had a crate full of boxes, full of boxes of pops with novels written on them. Yeah, see, Dom looked like he just won the Masters. Yep, I had the green jacket. Hey,
Wait, what happened? What were you saying about a guy with?
no,
I missed
so
the last part because
I had which one? The
no, go. What did you say? He was a guy with a box.
the guy had a box full of pops.
Hmm.
Every autograph had writing all over it. So you're paying $40 a pop for each word or letter, whatever it is. He had
Word,
novels
it's
written
not
on
for
his
that.
boxes, and he
Yeah.
had about 30 to 40 pops, all autographed.
Don't buy those. You want to? Hey, listen, the celebrities. You're not gonna like the. I remember when comics, when the signature series started coming in, and all of a sudden they're like, "Wait, what the fuck's going on?" And you had to explain to some of these guys, like, "Dude, they're like just getting it so they can get like the guys watching you. That's why there's two people in line.
Yeah.
He's just slabbing it and selling it for your signature, and they're trying to get remarks, and they're like." Well, how much are they getting paid? And you're like, if you put a remark on it, like that ups the value. Because at the time it did. Remarks would up the value like
You know
by
what?
60,
And that's
70
why I
bucks.
think people are getting paid now for that because of that.
That's what they're doing. And it kind of sucks because it ruins it for the fans because the fans just want to get regular remarks. But I mean, whatever. Yeah.
But overall, the con was good. We had a good time. Tired as all hell. Like the 4 lines that I was on. That's why we didn't see Pete. And it's
why did you take pictures with the slave Leias?
I know. I just didn't. I didn't.
All right. Well,
I
I probably would have shown them after the way you described the first one.
I know. The first one, she was, like I said, the first,
Hey, don't you said enough.
I know.
Giggles. Hit him if he says anything else. Oh Jesus! All right, so that was good. So where's your jacket? Did we see the jacket? Did I miss
What's
the
the
jacket?
Hey, honey, can you get my jacket out of the closet, please?
Jeez, I know you usually go in a suit.
It's
So
at
like,
the dry cleaners. It's had a busy weekend.
Jesus, Christ. What is it? A green jacket or it's a Boba Fett jacket?
It's a green
It's a
jacket.
green
Looks like
jacket,
Masters.
yeah,
It's
you
like
gotta
one of the
see it.
Masters.
Oh, wait, what?
It's yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Did
you.
that? What?
Look at it. Thank you. See,
Oh my God!
it's all Boba Fett inside.
Where the fuck do you buy something like this?
Geek, Think Geek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, so you have the elbow, and it has the Mandalorian symbol on the elbow.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's very, very.
What are
light.
you? What are you? 42S?
Yeah, actually, this is an extra large.
42S? 42S?
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Well,
I'm joking.
extra large. It would be perfect. The guy only had one, so I bought this, and I thought I got scammed because when I bought it, the guy didn't respond for like a couple of weeks.
How much was it?
$100.
Oh, that's not bad.
$100. What? $100? You can't find it anymore. It's out of print.
It's not, hey, dude, I just bought the kid. I bought the little kid a new suit. Cost me $380 out the door tailored. So
Yeah.
fuck it. And I just bought a new coat and slacks, and that cost me almost $400. So for that, $400. So like, and that was cheap shit. It was like Ralph Lauren cheap shit, like right off the
Did
rack.
you see? But that jacket, like I said, that jacket.
That's what I'm saying. That jacket, yeah.
I never
That
seen
jacket's like
before.
$235 if you
Yeah.
buy it off a rack. Yeah.
And I got
I
a
mean,
couple
just a
of
jacket
packs-
without all the extra bullshit on it.
Yeah, but that jacket
It's
really
got
got a lot of
silks in it. I mean, the
A
silk,
lot
the
of,
Boba
like
silks.
the responses, like people are like
Yeah.
this. Yo, I like that jacket. People came up to me and goes, "Oh,
So if you open like, does the silk run the whole inside of it?
yeah, the whole
Or is it
thing.
just-
It has the helmets, Boba Fett helmets, and all
Oh, no, that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
He was like, that's
Yo, so there was a guy Mandalorian, a guy dressed as a Mandalorian. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, where'd you get that jacket from? That's awesome." I'm like, "I got it from Think Geek but I got it on eBay." He goes, "Oh man, I gotta find one." I said, "Check." I said, "This thing, I don't know, is that a print? I haven't seen it. I got lucky and I picked it up."
Yeah, I mean, now to try to, you
Nobody-
just have to get some fucking cheap jacket and try to. I mean, the silks that is nice. So
See, what I want to do is I'm looking for a green Levi jacket now. That's the thing, and I want to be putting all these patches on. I got patches. I want to make a whole my own jacket. They thought I made that jacket. They thought it was my own thing.
You could, that's what I'm saying. Like you could probably get a. It's the only problem is it's gonna be fucking wool because that color green. I'm just trying to think about it, but that color green. I think Stedford used to make a jacket like late 80s in that green, and you could get it, but it's gonna be hot as fuck.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hot as fuck.
Well, I seen one denim jacket online.
Oh, you're gonna do denim?
Yeah,
okay.
they wanted like 300 and change because they don't really make green denim. Like they don't make a jacket. They make the blue denim, the black denim, brown maybe, but green, no.
The company Think Geek isn't around anymore. Okay.
Yeah, so Think Geek, the one that's
wish.
Times Square, the one that's actually on 34th Street where I live, they closed down. So I don't
He
know.
really says he thinks I really wish. You know what? I love the PMGs, the Columbia, the fucking those little button ups with the collar. You get a collar on, they're breathable. They half-ass look like you're dressed up all the time. I've got invited to too much shit that they have dress codes at. I hate it. All right, you can leave your shirt unbuttoned to like here, and it's not obtrusive. Little hair coming out. Yeah.
But overall, like I said, the con was awesome. It was awesome in the way that it got to meet. And like I said, unfortunately, I didn't meet Pete.
Bro. Oh, hey. Everybody that's out there, if you find this is what I want for Dom. Extra large, green 90s, like late 80s, early 90s sheen. Remember the sheen jackets? They made them mainly with karate symbols on the back, and they were black and stuff. People do a bunch of different colors. If you could find a green sheen one for us, let me know secretly. Send us a thing. Let us know. And then he can have that, and he can walk around like that. You guys know what I'm talking about? One that's got like the rubber, like white and green stripe. It's green. It's like a fucking that ugly forest green here. You know, Jenna, you had to have known these coats. You probably wore them. You wore them for like soccer, or baseball all the time, and shit like that. That's what we need. We need one of those. Not denim. It's that sheen shit. You know what I mean?
Sheen. Like what's his name just said, the members only jacket. You know,
it kind of is, but it's more glossy. There's more gloss on it than that. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, great time. I guess it's not satin. That's not what's. But yeah, sure, satin. Fine, satin.
I never thought that some jackets would be hard to find. Okay, aside, like green jackets, green that color.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It's your 70s, 80s. You can find them all over the fucking place. You can't find them now.
Yeah. Other than that, like I said, it was a good con. You know, like I said, I picked up the little things here and there, some pins and stuff like that. No comic books this time around.
Yeah.
Pete said that his son blew his allowance in like the first 5 minutes in the door, so they didn't stay very long.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he was also trying to see. It was expensive too, from what I hear.
Dom looks like a Guardian's Angel reject.
Dude, yeah. So they so how big was this con? Like compared to Baltimore, compared to Motor City, compared to
it was like Motor City size.
Okay, that's not small.
It's not small, but it's not big. It's not New York City Comic Con.
Yeah, which is good.
You know, it's not the kids cons, but it definitely it had the celebrities were good. They had a bunch of good celebrities.
Yes, Wookiee fodder. Yeah, go ahead.
Which was good about a lot of voiceover stars. They had the cast, the 3 members from Smallville. You know, they were there signing autographs. John Carlos was there signing autographs again.
You already got him though, didn't you?
Who else? You had
Fan Fusion. No, you had Phoenix Fan Fusion going on this weekend too.
I love
that. Also, you had Henry Winkler there too. So it was Happy Days, you know.
Hey.
You know, he was there.
It is Nylon. You guys are right.
A lot of voiceover stars, which was really cool too. Like the lines for the voiceovers for the
I can't believe it. Fucking the line voiceover. It's a phenomenon, man. I can't believe it.
Anime.
What happened?
Anime.
Brings it in.
Phenomenon.
Dora the Explorer. The girl who does the voice.
Who was lined up for that? Was anybody lined up for that?
Actually, no, nobody
Yeah.
really lined up for that. They had some people, but not many people.
Yeah, I figured that's not.
They had the voice actress of what's his face from The Little Mermaid. That she's got to make her appearances now because she's about to lose her credibility because the new mermaid is in town now. That took the line.
Oh,
cartoon.
the voice actress from the original.
Yeah, she was there. Tara Strong. You know who else was there? You had the Titans. You had people from Arrow.
He's still here. He was suspended, but he's still in the chat.
Yeah.
People from Arrow, yeah, they've been traveling a lot too.
They travel a lot too.
They do travel a lot.
You know, like I said, the highest profile star.
Hmm.
The beat. Totally honest, was I don't even think it was Hayden Christensen either. It wasn't him. Yeah, I'm telling you, Peter Cullen.
Was it?
No, I think Peter Cullen had one of the biggest lines.
No.
Giggles, who was it?
Who was it?
Charlie Cox.
Oh, Charlie Cox.
Oh yeah, Daredevil. Yeah.
His line was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Victor's line was.
Vincent was okay. Wasn't that crazy? But
Did she get into the
You didn't
Vincent
get Charlie
line?
Cox's side?
No.
the line was sick. So there was a guy that I met. He was in front of the line. He was the first. We were second with Katie Sackhoff. His son was waiting online from 11 o'clock. Meanwhile, we're online. What time? Almost 2. And he was online for that time because Charlie Cox's line was long.
Isn't there? I know this is not an original idea, and someone has bound to have thought about it. But can't you hire somebody like to wait in line for you while you actually enjoy the con?
Well, you can. You do. People do
It
that.
costs some money. I get it, but
Michael J. Fox was there. I'm sorry, Michael J. Fox was the biggest high profile.
He
star.
was?
Yeah, he was there.
Did you see him?
We didn't see him, but we did see a glimpse of Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
Yes, we saw. Yeah. Other than that, we didn't see Biff.
Did you ask him why he wasn't a Mandalorian?
Who?
RoboCop.
RoboCop. Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Yo, my man looks like Clint Eastwood. He's old. He looks like Clint Eastwood old.
Yeah,
That's how old he looks.
never good looking, dude.
Whew.
Yeah. All right, cool. Charlie Cox was Charlie
long.
Cox was long.
That's what. The line was long. Charlie Cox was long.
you want the bell for that one? I'll get it.
We get it. Yeah, get the
Ring the bell!
that was a good one. You pay the guys that have VIP passes. I think that's the thing. I don't know, Marv. Maybe it is. I don't know how. I don't fucking ever.
You know, we found that Michael J. Fox does not take Nike sneakers. He doesn't sign Nike sneakers. He does not sign anything that's out of contract because he has contracts with everybody. So if you have those Nikes, those that he wore, and you want them signed by him, you don't sign them. That sucks.
Yeah, I guess.
You pay $5 grand, $10 grand for those space Nikes, and you don't sign them.
Do your research before you buy them, I guess.
Yeah. Is it okay that we call Mrs. Dom?
Well, she's already called Giggle Fett.
Giggles Fat. Yeah.
I call her
Giggle
Giggle
Fett,
Fat.
that's her
all the time.
Yeah, because she just laughs in the background.
Yeah, she's laughing again.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? So make sure you guys are checking out. Make sure you watch the last episode of Get Off Our Lawn, which was last Friday. And then I assume you guys have more stuff from Philly there. I've been on the boat all week. So, and then, that's cool. Let's get into real quickly. We're going to go into the Aphra things. We're going to hear Dom say, "We told you so." These are all great covers and great reasons why these books are at their price. But these were 5 books. It's not, I put a top 5, but it really is just 5 books that I was like, after thinking about hyped, it's 5 hyped Aphra books and kind of where are they now? Now, listen, some of these were during the pandemic. Obviously, every book was huge, but the bubble popped worse on a lot of these books. And I figured that some of these books, I'll be honest, some of these books I thought the bubble would pop more on, and it didn't. First up, we've got Dr. Aphra 18. This is an interesting book and a really funny book. May 8th, sold for, there's 13 bits, $26 plus. I put the shipping down there too, because really, I mean, that counts when you're getting it not in the thing. And it was $32.50 total. May 12th, again, it was $34.99. There were similar prices in that $25 to $30 range that they sold. A 9.8 though sold for May 18th around that same time, it sold for under 70. Actually, I think it sold for like 62. I can't remember exactly what it was, which is like less than double what the book in the 12th sold for.
Shit, if we can get this book, get it graded.
But why? I mean, I would too, but
I would too.
it's just because Hera was on the cover and
And it's a
Hera
cool
was.
drawing of Dr. Aphra too. It makes it. I like the way Dr.
Well, so the May 4th also too. Didn't we get another glimpse of Hera's butt or something, or the back of her?
Yeah.
Didn't we get something about that? Because didn't they drop a trailer with?
We dropped the trailer of Ahsoka.
Yeah,
Ahsoka.
the Ahsoka thing. But like, I mean, she's in this. This is the first time they meet up. But it's Jedi. Do you have anything to say about this book? Because like, I mean, I don't even know. For $20, I still think.
So yeah, this is just a regular cover. It's not an incentive or
Nope,
anything.
it's a regular cover. It is a regular cover, but I will tell you this: at 18, there wasn't. This run wasn't doing great. There wasn't a ton of
weird. It was weird thing with Dr. What's his name? Dr. Evans from they brought him back as a
yeah. And this is actually kind of what they're doing now. The way they're telling the stories now, and Dr. Aphra was kind of back to this way. There wasn't.
We hadn't seen Hera since Rebels until this comic, or right until she appeared.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and it's a story that has to deal with her. It does, but this used to be like a $2 book, man. This was like $1. I think I liked it a lot, so I picked a bunch of them for $1 out of it.
This is where Aphra kidnaps her or something, right? In
it is. She arrests.
This book is actually really cool too. Like I said, the cover. It's not even the inside. It's the cover that makes this book.
Well, I agree with Dom. It's a good cover, but is it worth getting graded? Because you're going to spend at least $30 getting it graded for a what you said $60 sale. If
it was like I think it sold for like 62 or something, 65.
I don't know if it's worth getting graded.
Well, it definitely isn't. These all books are going to have a weird story to them, and it's not like we're taking dates that are so far off from like the sales prices. This sold 6 days before that. 35,000. Well, it was plus shipping, so almost $40 the book sold for, and there was another 20 something sale in there too. So like another $30. There's two $32 sales pretty much, and almost a $34, $35, $38 sale in there.
Because
it's great if you collect. If you're a Dr. Aphra collector, it's great. Grab this 9.8. I would It
is. Well, that's what I'm saying too. If there's motion on because for Raws. Why would you buy a Raw when you can buy a 9.8 for like $65?
For $70.
Yeah.
$62, whatever it is. Look,
I think it was
now that Hera's coming, so I guess a lot of pictures of Hera, I'm going to start pushing some books on the cover because she's not on many covers. Like the what covers the Forces of Destiny covers that she was on. And what else?
For Hera?
The Rebels.
Yeah. Well, Kanan, not Rebels. Kanan,
right.
Kanan book. But other than that, where has she been? Like nothing, right?
Burger King, Pete suspended. All right. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. She wasn't on a ton of books. I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the mindset you got to think about too. Like you got to think about like the Dom mindset. You're not gonna find a lot of hair. So to them, that makes like to some people, to some collectors, this makes sense. Well, she's not a lot of covers. Like even though,
and to Dom's point, this is a good picture of what we're used to seeing Aphra kind of look like, as opposed to what we just saw in this last cover where she's running with Luke, where she just looks like
she looks
a nightmare.
Horrible. And I'll be honest with you, this story arc, these little pieces weren't terrible, and neither this I think there's 3 books that had Hera in it. They were pretty good. So like it's altogether, it's not bad.
I gotta also say, definitely this cover. If Aphra does come, does finally get to the main.
I don't think it has anything to do with Aphra. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but
imagine getting both autographed, have it both autographed by the actress that plays Aphra and the Aphra, and that'd be freaking nice cover to have graded.
Kind of cover.
It'd be
I guess. Yeah. I just don't understand why people aren't buying the slabs if they're under $60 and they're buying the Raws for 30 or whatever. This one too, it's an Aphra book. It's Star Wars Vader. Oh, by the way, I didn't do any ratio variant stuff. I did do some variants, but just not huge ratio variants. So
I have 2.
I think the other one sold for like 23 years. I think that was the best offer plus shipping. So that's like almost $30, $21.95 plus $6. That's $27, $28. It's almost $30. One sold for just May 1st. That was in April. The May 1st one sold for almost $50. Well, it was more than $50 because $3.95 shipping, so 52. But in that period of time, so a Raw sold for $50, let's say, pretty much. At the same time, 7 bids, a CGC 9.8 sold for $54.78 with shipping. I do not
50
understand.
Yeah, I don't get that one either. The one that sold on April 1st for $20, even that's high for me. But back to this kind of, I was going to say it right before you left the last comic as to why would somebody buy a Raw versus, and maybe this was to Dom's point too, that
I agree.
if we do start getting these live actions, or now that cons are opening back up, and we just talked about briefly about how voice actors are getting more and more popular, you buy the Raws, maybe get them signed and slabbed for resale.
Well, maybe. I mean, I agree with John. I'm not sure Aphra is coming, but like they're definitely, I know there's a lot of Aphra fans because I saw 3 Aphra cosplayers in Motor City now, and you used to see one at Celebration. That's the only place you'd see them. So, but this, I have a couple of these books. This is not.
I like this book. I like the.
I think I have this one.
I like the way they drew Aphra. See, people can draw Aphra really good, and there's people who draw. Yeah, the only one I don't have is the Rancor.
Yeah, but Dom, why is this book isn't a special? Well, this is a 2-part. But why is it also selling for like $40 raw or $50 raw, and it's selling for $54 slab?
The market is ridiculous. If you get a good deal, like I would buy these graded all day for the price that they're freaking up there.
So it actually sold for $49, not a best offer on $49.
No, 49 was raw.
Yeah,
sold $49 plus $3.95 shipping.
Somebody really wanted this, and I would hope this is an outlier because maybe
I mean, even if that I got that, but even if you look at the 2 April sales for it, you're still paying close to $30 on those, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look, I
agree it's ridiculous too, but I don't know if that's abnormal necessarily.
There's a Grand Admiral Thrawn like this too, which is significant money.
Yeah, but
but this I've been saying with Dr. Aphra, like we said, we don't know if she's coming. Eventually,
no, we pretty much are sure it might be way down the line.
Way down the line, yeah,
way down the line.
You get a story of her after the whole Thrawn movie and stuff like that, all that stuff like that. Maybe we might get her.
Ruben, you can't tell me if you're going to pay $50 for raw, even if you don't collect slabs. You're not going to tell me you're going to buy a $50 raw.
I'd definitely buy a $50 slab.
Oh, hold on now. Let's do the real price on this. So it's $3. That's $52.95. $52.95 for a raw copy, or $54.78 on the same day for a 9.8 slab copy. Even if you don't collect slabs, I'm not sure you're buying this raw, bro. But don't slab this book. If you have it, don't slab it. It's not worth it. That's for sure.
If you find one, buy it. If you find one cheap,
you definitely find one cheap. Well, that's why I'm kind of showing you these, because like some of these are kind of holding up. I mean, April's a little far back, and May's like only a month ago. You know what I mean? I mean, there wasn't any sooner sales than that, but they all still sold in the same area the last 3 months. All right, here we go. Next up is another action figure cover. Fuck, this one's all over the place. April had a huge sale. This is kind of plummeted after April. I don't know why people are still after these Black K covers, but it was $29, $30 pretty much in April. Then towards the end of May, it ended up $16.50 plus, so $21. 9.8s are under $100 though. I mean, still a good.
That's actually more money than the Aphra book.
By the way, this is actually a Dr. Aphra #1 too. Yep. Well, there's some first appearances in this Dr. Aphra #1. There's, I mean, if you call it a cameo, I guess, but it's where her dad first appears, so that's a pretty big deal. Is it MAGA? No, she appears in 3. So, what did I say? I'm looking for books that Marco said buy last week. You can't. What do you mean you can't get for?
Can't get anywhere else.
Well, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, either way, so this is definitely. I mean, this seems like it's going on the down. Still a decent book. One as a whole, I think, for this book is all underpriced. Well, this one. What this doesn't make sense about this one is it's got like all the. I mean, it was really hyped because of Black K, but that was when was Book of Fett?
Book of Fett was over a year ago. It was 2 years
Right.
ago.
I mean, it's starting to finally cool off, but it hadn't cooled off,
Well,
and it
he
definitely
hasn't
isn't because
been
of all the
anything-
first appearances.
But he hasn't been anything in a sense. So I think when he comes back, then the people start looking for something again when he comes back.
Oh, it was the Wayseeker pumping. That's what it was. All right. I mean, it's just an interesting book because I think you're going to see these in dollar fodder again. But this is probably the book I'd stay away for this one. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't pay 89 for that. Even 9.8, I wouldn't buy that.
Yeah. This one, for some reason, still might hold some type of weight. It's not like Aphra's not back covers. Here you go, Dom. This is one of the ones you love. I know it's not a huge price on it, but these fucking things are all over the place.
Yeah, I know.
And just June 2nd, one sold for $850 plus $495 shipping. So you're definitely getting your $850. Who the fuck is buying this for double fucking cover? And then the slabs can't even sell. I mean, one of the CGC 9.8 sold for $50 with 7 bits on it. The other one sold for 80 back.
Now you
same
see,
day.
that's a cool cover to get autographed by Katie Sackhoff and by Sasha Banks, Mercedes. Because that's Costa Reeves right there. So that'd be.
Do you think that's what it was? Do you think people were just out there buying copies of this because she's been on the circuit a lot and they're trying to get it signed?
Could be, yeah.
It could be somebody decided to go to the con and are like, oh, I need a good Bo-Katan cover.
Because I swear this book came up a while ago for $1. It was dollar bin fodder like 3 months ago.
Let me tell you something. I kicked myself. The con in Rochester that Mark Anthony was going to be there, Mark Austin. It was like a vintage Star Wars thing. A lot of the original cast members of Star Wars were there at Galacticon, and that I would have rather gone to that if I didn't really if I knew about that ahead of time. Well, I did know, but I didn't know that the people that were going to be there. You know, you had what's the name who played?
But here's the thing, Dom. So, but really, I got what you're saying. But here's the thing. I figured you were going to say SIGs, so I looked it up. There wasn't a bunch of these with SIGs for sale. I don't know why. Whatever. I mean,
listen, there's not a lot. So, see, that's something I would do. You know, people are cracking their slabs to get autographed over there at the show.
Really?
Well, this one could have also, and I'm just throwing this out as a possibility. I don't know if it's true or not. This one could have had some residue hype from the Darth Vader 20 Mando cover that everyone thought was rare for a long time until it wasn't. So this could have some. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. It's the same type of cover.
Yeah, cool. No, I'm sorry. I'm reading John's comment. I think he says Star Wars 30, the 1 in 20, which we said wasn't cheap. Yeah, we're going to next. I don't know what John's saying. He took one look on the internet, couldn't find anything, and gave up. I guess I can't help you with that. Star Wars, Dr. Aphra 35.
I need this cover. I don't know.
This is the one we make fun of it all the time because this is the
keep
dumbest.
About it.
Huh? Oh! Put it down. Here. Okay. Here we go. I'm putting in the Jedi. I'm putting in the box for you. What is this one again? Aphra 35. Okay. This is your box. This is your box. Okay. Here we go. Let me put it in the box for you. I gotta get you this. All right. Aphra 35. I think this was like one that got pumped up because we do remember what this book was supposed to be, right?
Yep.
The chick that we ended up seeing in what was she last in? Was it in Mando? Yeah.
She was in Mando. Before that, she was in
Mando.
Was it Andor?
Mando 2. No, she's in Mando 2. We thought she blew up. She didn't blow up. She actually showed up again. And guess who she wasn't again for the second time? Yeah, this book is still selling for like $15 and $20.
This is a really cool book, a cool cover. I like the
it's actually not in real. It's you want to know why this one sucks? Like the trade dress that they have on it, it's like a double trade dress. So it's really not even a cool cover. Like, I mean,
but can't you see this one continuing to be the genesis of pump and dump for years to come?
Yeah.
Every time there's a brunette in a Imperial uniform, people are going to pump this book and say, "Here comes Aphra in live action."
Yeah. Well, here's the two. Well, I don't think it's just that. I think it's also like muscle memory, right? So this came out during the hype train where people knew absolutely nothing about Star Wars, and you could literally say, like this last Aphra book that just came, nobody's buying that those Jedi are real, right? People were in the chat were even saying it's hallucination, it's whatever the fuck it is, right? But back during this era, you could literally say whatever the fuck you wanted, and people would just memorize them. They wouldn't even listen to the show; they just memorize the book and go, "Cool, cool, 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 cool." So I think the reason this book is because people see it and they're like, "Holy shit!" And they went to the stores and wiped them all out, and they can't remember why, because it is the dumbest reason. Is that this may or may not have been a character who it has been proven to not fucking be, but since they never watched the show, they just think it's a key book and they kept picking it up. And Ryan, I disagree with you. The fucking forerunner on this, the font on the forerunner is so fucking big on this book, and then it still's got the bottom section on it because it was a special like Rebel superpower unspeakable fucking miniseries thing going on. But that just it takes up too much. The header takes too much of the fucking.
You know what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. I think Aphra's going to show if she does show up, if it ever shows up, it's going to be she's going to show up and people aren't going to realize, and then they're going to say, "Oh shit, that was Aphra."
No.
And it's going to happen like that. It's going to. I don't think they're going to really put the buzz out there. Aphra's going to be in. I think they're going to sneak her in one series or mention her name drop first before she comes anywhere. The name drop.
John, I don't doubt that he is buying those fucking books. He was honest about it. Star Wars 3, he has multiple copies of that. You should have got it when I talked about that book a year ago, or when it came out. You should have bought it then. I see what you're saying. That I don't know if you're gonna find that either for that price. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. But you check for 6 days, like check for a couple months. You got to be patient with buying books. The thing I don't understand about this book, Dom, is this: why the fuck is a 9.8 in this book going for $150 still? Can you explain that to me? Plus $15 in shipping.
Because even though it didn't turn out what people thought it was, it's still a hot cover. The artwork, this is what Aphra looks like. They don't get Aphra right a lot. Like the same thing with the one with the Hera on the cover. There's certain depictions of Aphra that is Aphra, and this picture is Aphra. It's a really nice. It's a really nice picture of her in the Imperial uniform. And even though it did, like I said, it didn't turn out, and it wasn't her in Mando.
That Imperial collar really stretches out the neck. That's a lot.
Really big neck. That girl got 6-inch neck, dude. That thing's ridiculous.
I know, but it's just really a cool cover. So
see, I think it's something different. I don't understand that. I could explain the raw price, and it's easy to explain that because people didn't remember why this is a popular book, they left it instead of selling it, and they kept it in their rotation. So completionists now, they're trying to complete the Dr. Aphra run. They had a hard time because if they started later, like this book came out and it was been on the shelves for a while, and it was a $1 bin book forever. But now if you try to complete the run, every Aphra run you get, this book isn't in it because people remember the book mentally. So they pulled it out. Now I can understand that you have to pay the $20 or $15. Like maybe that's a little high, but I can get that. What I don't understand is why is 9.8 slab selling for fucking $190.
But you know what, Marco? I think another thing too is that not many covers have Imperial officers on them. You know what I'm saying? It's really, like I said, it's a really cool picture of Imperial officers that are on it with her on the cover that makes it hot too. Because what books really have Imperial officers? They have stormtroopers all the time. They got Vader.
I can think of one right off the top of my head, like a lot of the early Vader.
Yeah, a lot of the early Vader stuff, and a lot of the Dark Horse stuff did too. They had Imperial officers.
Vader
all the Empire stuff too had it. There's been like, that's what I'm saying. I think it's more of like there's an actual shortage of these books because they got lost in speculators fucking long boxes, and there it is that people really actually like the cover.
I can understand someone trying to sell this a 9.8 for 150, maybe trying to recoup some of their money where they made them, they got in over their head on it or whatever, but somebody bought this thing for 150.
Somebody bought this, yeah. Yeah, he has. He unfortunately, Dom has been savagely body shaming people lately.
I'm sorry.
I like this new Dom. I like him a lot.
If you have to wear an outfit like that, you better be in tip-top shape.
But I guess we're kind of doing it too, because we just showed people at least 4 out of the 5 books to go out and look for if you could still find them, because you can find. You got unlike. Well, John. You have to actually look more than just go on the internet once a day and go, Please find book for $50. Okay, like you have to go to cons, dig for them, go to shops, stuff like that.
You know what's
to try to
funny?
find 'em.
I have not seen this book in a con.
You
Last
haven't?
two cons, I have not seen.
See, that's where I'm really thinking. Like, I think it got pulled. I think it got pulled out of dollar bins, and it's just they're just sitting. Because if you know some of these people, they just have like Pete's a perfect example. You saw what his fucking mess was. He had shit all over the place, and he didn't have anything organized. I bet you he's probably got 3 or 4 of these sitting around, and he doesn't even know it. And because it got mentioned that it was going to be a hot book, he found a bunch of them in a dollar bin. He pulled them out and left them, and then it does cause a scarcity run like that does. Now, one day the floodgates are going to fucking open, and there's going to be a bunch of these motherfuckers, and they're going to be in really good shape.
This book,
but for right now,
to be autographed. Like, there's only certain books that look great.
By who?
I'm just saying, by the chance, if they have something.
By who, Dom?
Whoever plays her.
Nobody's playing. She's not. Dom.
Chloe Bennett.
He just said she's coming, and he's calling who the actress is.
Chloe Bennett. I'm telling you. That's who should play her. Because she was linked before as Dr.
They don't? John, they have no cons or shops where you live? I'm sorry, my man.
Where does you live? In the middle of nowhere?
That's a hard-ass fucking life, bro.
Yeah, man.
Poor Chloe Bennett. She's going to be at a con signing for Shake or whatever that character was, and people are going to start sliding Dr. Aphra Comics in front of her to sign.
I would. If I see her in a con, I'll definitely give it to her. Do me a favor, can you sign this book? Why? Because you're Dr. Aphra. There you go.
What is Burger King talking about now? What's a countdown show?
Top 10s, hot shows.
Oh yeah. No, I mean it's how it works. It's not a subtle shot at all. I think we're all pretty crystal clear on how those shows work. I mean, our fans are not stupid. The people that watch this show are usually pretty educated people. You can tell by how they comment in the chat, BK, except for you, obviously. I mean, but that's okay.
You know, look, I look at it this way. A lot of these books, I think there are some Dr. Aphra books that are definitely, hey, yeah, she could probably play Aphra, but
see, there is a growing fandom of this character. Don't get it twisted. But I think like the Raws, I think this is the perfect example. This book right here, why this book is this price for Raw, and why this book right here is the price it is. If the other books, like if this book was for the reason we could say first appearances, sure. If this book was a little higher, we could say, hey, it's because of the cover, because of Bo-Katan and everything. But these two Aphra books, this one right here and this one right here, the reason why these two books sure seem to be up is because there's hardcore fans, like actual Star Wars fans of this, and this book for people are collecting runs. The only reason this makes sense why people are paying those prices for Raws, you don't think so?
No, just another thought popped into my head. There may be a fetish applied to this comic too. I don't know. If they could have given her some sexy librarian glasses or something, that would have been like, this book would probably be going for $3 or $4.
Somebody just said that. Somebody said it was sexy girl in a uniform.
Yeah,
this book at this time, because of this event, it wasn't like it's a low print run. There was a shit ton, and this was the A cover.
But you see, that brings back the 90s. Remember 90s? That the people had collections of the Dark Horse books in their collections and nobody was selling them?
No, that's not what happened with Dark Horse. What happened with Dark Horse was they had a pallet sale. They got rid of all the... No, Dom, that's not what happened.
No?
That's what people that
people
run top 10 shows say, but they don't fucking know.
No, but I actually thought people collected the comics and left them in their boxes, weren't selling them.
No, what happened? No. They wouldn't... No, they couldn't sell them.
Okay.
There's a difference between they wouldn't sell them and they couldn't fucking sell the Dark Horse stuff. It was at every con. You saw it everywhere. And what Dark Horse did was right before they were about to lose the Star Wars. When the fuck was this? Oh, was this 08, 10, somewhere around there? Right before they were about to lose the Star Wars thing and it was going to go over to Marvel.
2015.
2015.
Cool, yeah, that's when the Marvel took over.
Okay, perfect. 2015. So 2015, like 2 months, 3 months leading up to it, Dark Horse, no shame in their game. Unlike IDW, who destroyed all their incentives, Dark Horse said, we're selling pallets of this shit dirt cheap. Get the fuck out of here. And they sold pallet after pallet of fodder. So if you needed Dark Horse fodder, you could buy pallets of the shit. I mean, literally pallets of the shit. So that's what they're saying when they said that they weren't selling. People were just buying pallets. you could buy pallets of the TPBs, you could buy pallets of. That's why, like, when you saw a lot of the shit, it was just like it'd go to auction and get ruined or get stored in trailers that got rained on and shit like that. It wasn't like
But if you
people
notice,
couldn't sell it because nobody wanted it. It wasn't like they couldn't sell it because they were.
look, I know
holding
a lot
onto
of people. A lot of people had a lot of the good books in their collections, and a lot of books didn't come up for sale for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to say with the books. A lot of the incentives too that were out there, because Dark Horse had like the 1 in 5s, the 1 in 10s.
1 in 5s, they were all over the place. Yeah,
Yeah?
no. Yeah, no, Dom. Yeah, no. See,
Okay.
I think that's the narrative. That's the same thing with this book where we're talking about narratives. That's not. You could buy. Because right before the Dark Horse shit hit, I think I bought 2 long boxes for like $60. Like, that's how fucking, like, the shit was so cheap. Like, you could just buy it, and that was bagged and boarded, dude. Like,
Sure. Okay.
yeah, no, it wasn't. And there was incentives in there. I mean, the incentives. I'm trying to think of what. Well, okay, so okay. It was a long time ago now, because what was that? But like, it's like 5 years ago. But the Adam Hughes Rebel Heist. I'm trying to remember now. Adam Hughes Rebel Heist, was it the Leia book? There's a black and white. I'm just doing this off memory.
There's a couple of Black Light Leah.
The black and white version. It was, yeah. So
Yeah.
2 of those. Was it a Chewbacca one? It was either the Han and Chewbacca or the Leia and Chewbacca one, or the Leia and Han one. 2 of those were very expensive. The other one wasn't. And then, but the lower variants weren't. No, they weren't that. You could find Boba Fett is Dead variant. You could find the. You know what's funny is that fucking Marvel Darth Vader old looking book was more expensive than almost all the fucking Dark Horse variants combined at one point.
Yeah, what about the Boba Fett, the Summit book, the one that's the Summit, the Boba Fett's Dead with the outline? It was like the he wasn't on there, just the outline chalk line.
Yeah, but even okay, so like let's talk about like Invasion Zero, the Summit book. Even that book was like 40, 50, and that was a rare ass book to find in really good condition. I think $90 was when it peaked in like that's what I'm saying. Those books were not expensive. I mean, still compared to what they are, even with the bubble like deflating a little bit, the prices of those books were just like they weren't expensive. None of them were expensive. I think like I'm not even saying top 10 list, because I know BK was trying to make it into something that whatever, but even like just the list, like people like like lists you look up on your phone, like the Key Collector, or who's the other guy that does stuff?
Cover Price?
Cover, whatever, any of them. The Ben or them, the one that Pete used to do stuff for.
Stein.
Yeah, no, the other one, the CBSI. Any of those lists, like, yeah, they would just go to list all these books, all these. I went to Wikipedia and put first appearances there, and it's like, I mean, I worked on that Star Wars list. Don't get it wrong. I mean, I'm not saying that I wasn't part of it, but like, they would ask for first appearances. I'd give relevant ones, and then like, but you'd see like 700, 800, 900 first appearances of nothing. And those books were like literally nothing. And then you'd see them spike up to like, I mean, what's the Nick's app is Key Collector, right?
Key Collector,
so like Nick's app, like Nick would have stuff on there, and he would say like it's medium, low, high, or some shit like that. Yeah. And he'd say the high's like $25. Nobody's buying that shit for $25. It's a $2 book. Like, so then people would buy it they'd see that it was, $3. So they buy multiple copies at $3, going like, oh, well, this is a $25 book. Well, yeah, then it added a fucking scarcity. So then people be like, oh shit, I'll pay $10 and $12 for it. I mean, we all know how it works. Comic Tom, is that what Comic Tom does too? Okay, BK Comic Tom too. I don't. Yeah, so I don't know.
Like we all know some of these books, like this Marvel run.
Yeah,
a lot of books that are hard to find. May not be like rare, like super rare, but hard to find in collections, because like some of these books, like you said, like the runs, definitely a lot of these books are running in the runs. That if people are selling books, here are some missing books in the runs because people are holding on to them.
There was 18 9/8 of what book?
Which one,
Joe? I'm wondering what he's saying. Oh, dude, I know those Dark Horse shits weren't being fucking slabbed. So if he's talking about a Dark Horse book that's only got 18 in the census, yeah, there's a reason why nobody was slabbing that shit. I mean, they just weren't worth getting slabbed. Yeah. Dark Horse was a warehouse in Indiana, plucked full of comics. Yeah, and they had to get rid of the warehouse because it's too big, and they just had to get rid of everything. So they fucking started clearance. That's actually what sucks. Those IDW. If you really want to, I mean, if people are going to collect weird runs, you might want to look at some of that IDW stuff. I guess what John was saying, it's hard to find some of those adventure stuff too, and he's probably right because those incentives, they fucking they like trashed the incentives, the Star Wars adventure incentives. Like any leftover incentives they had for any of the Star Wars shit that they was left over, because I know somebody who tried to fucking go in and just buy the incentives, and they're like, no, we fucking trashed that shit, so they got rid of it all.
That's great.
Yeah, where Dark Horse didn't. Dark Horse fucking bulk sale that shit and bulk the fuck. I mean, I remember helping somebody out and seeing a fucking pallet show up of Dark Horse books. It was crazy as shit. That sale was crazy too. Do you remember that? You guys don't remember this, but their website was selling to people, general people, and it was, I can't remember what the fucking deal was, but I think it was almost like 95% off. It was crazy shit, dude. Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Said there's no Doc Aphra 35s in the census. 18 on the 9-inch census. What do you think?
Of what?
They said Joe was just saying no Doc Aphra 35s.
Yeah, because for a while, why would you get the grade? Why would you get it graded though, Joe? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, to everybody here, these books are surprising me at some of the prices because in my mind, I'm not getting this book graded. Right? So there might be 18, but then Joe, look how many of these books there are in a 9.8. I wonder if they're just grading more of the Dr. Aphra action. Like, I'd figured you wouldn't grade this motherfucker either, but first appears at Hondo.
He loves his Hondo. I can't wait for Hondo to come too. Hey, listen, those friggin' Edge of, was it the Star Wars, what's the thing in Disney? The
Galaxy's Edge.
The Galaxy's Edge comics. There was a lot of Dr. Aphra, really hard books to find, Dr. Aphra wise, and Hondo in that run. You know, the second printings that they came out with, those really, it's just like because Pete had a show with the shows on them, those books.
There was the 1 in 25, and like you said, the second print of
second print. A lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, the Galaxy Edge stuff, those were easy. I mean, for a while they just sat on shelves.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's have a so we have three of us. Who's gonna come first? Lone Pop, friggin'
nope.
What's his face? What's his face? I can't remember.
Hondo.
Hondo or Dr. Aphra. Out of all three of them, who comes first?
Well, Hondo was already in a cartoon.
Well, cartoon, but I'm saying live action.
Yeah, you're talking about live action, right?
Hondo's got the best bet. I'll be
Yeah.
Jerome.
If I had gun to my head, if I had to place a bet, I'd say Hondo. I think.
Yeah, it would go Hondo Aphra. Hondo Aphra Lone Pop. I don't know. That's interesting now. I think because Hondo's at the park, because of that third article when they're like, if they can get fans of it, then you can charge more for a drink and you can make it a Star Wars drink. Could you imagine if Hondo started drinking some type of pirate booze and all it is some fucking sugary punch that they sell at that fucking Galaxy Edge? Like, that'd be fuck. They'd be making them. They fucking make them.
Hey, look, I look at it this way. Hondo already has a figure.
Yeah,
he has a Funko Pop.
Pete's suspended.
Friggin'
We should put up a ball.
Dr. Aphra has action figures, but no Funko Pop. So I go by that because once you start pumping out certain figures, become a Funko Pop, you have to be popular. I'm waiting for them to come out of Dr. Aphra. That'd be awesome, but if it doesn't happen in a long time,
He's not here. No, I think it's definitely they've already invested so much in Hondo. You would think, but I mean,
But Hondo's had action figures, and his pop came out a while back.
Yeah,
so
I know. But
That's
then
what
it-
we're saying. I think it's
Is there a timetable after the drop of a pop that we can expect a live action?
Well, I just say, but the popularity, like, there's no Hondo hot toy, there's no Lum Pop, there's no freaking Dr. Aphra hot toy. You know, you would think they would drop a Dr. Aphra hot toy, but
Hondo
that's
first.
the thing. She's
Yeah.
comic, and it's hard for them to come out with comic book characters and make them a hot toy or a Funko Pop. But they did that with Boba Fett. I know Boba Fett's popular.
Hey, time out. Here's the two things you aren't factoring into it. Only one of the characters you mentioned has anybody right now in Lucasfilm that's doing anything at all. Because Hondo is a Dave Filoni character. And he sure as shit likes to put his characters in a lot of his shit so nobody else can use it. Where Aphra, the people, I mean, like it or not, what's her name from Michigan, the milkshake lady or whatever they said, she was one of the people that created that character, and they don't even work for fucking Marvel anymore. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, what's the odds of Marvel pushing that character? I mean, if you get somebody like Tony to do it, then yeah, he could probably do that. I mean, I think her window is closing. I mean, they are making spin-off characters from her though. And then who is Lone Pop?
Yeah,
High Republic. We all know High Republic's coming.
If they're
And
pushing it,
old men. And if you want to attract old men, apparently we got two on the show that think that she's sexy. So
She can be. If she
I
wants
mean,
to.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like the problem is it seems like they're like trying to shove Lone Pop into any spot they can put her. Right?
Yeah.
So maybe to be honest, maybe Aphra's the least of those. Maybe it is. The two that have the most likelihood right now is Lone Pop because she literally is from, you have her in every era from fucking High Republic all the way to
how long she lives?
all the way through we haven't seen her afterwards, but
Yeah.
we've seen her up to what fucking after Empire.
Yeah, well, isn't Sarah Soros isn't that the after
Empire?
Empire?
I'm saying after
So
Empire.
it's Return of the Jedi. Yeah, so
yeah, you have her almost up to Return of the Jedi. Fuck. So I mean, like you can use her. Shit, she might show up in the new Rey movie. Fuck, you have all the potential.
As long as she'll go up against Vader, then Vader will throw her in the ocean or some bullshit.
Listen, you should put on a little thing. You show Sabine, you know, like this, and put on there and go with arms wide open. It's up,
dude.
It's
I do the only push that you will get where Aphra does lead everybody else is there is a fandom for her. There's a distinct fandom for her. They are cosplay. They are any like out of this. If you not a calendar year, but a full year, I've seen Aphra at 4 bigger cons. I've seen her cosplay at 4 bigger cons. I mean, I bet you at Celebration there was a shit ton of them there.
Yeah,
they know.
Durge.
What?
You saw somebody dressed as Durge.
I did see somebody dressed as Durge.
That's awesome,
100%.
you know, and I'd like to see that character come in live action.
Yeah, so I mean, they do pay attention to the fandom. You know, I just saw this crazy thing, and I'd assume that they're going to start doing this because they're doing it at Ford Field where the Lions play, but they have this system where they figure out and collect all the data of the people. They see when they're more excited. They see what makes them better. They see where the kids are. That's how they decide where they're going to send Rory, the little thing. So they're watching what people are dressed in. They can tell what sections they need to target their marketing to sell what level of jersey and all that shit. And I'd assume with Disney that when people are going to the parks or when they're going to Celebration, like if you think they're not tracking shit, like they probably are. So if you see a bunch of people,
I'll tell you this.
I mean, how many people do you see dressed as Hondo or Lone Pop? None.
None, not yet.
I saw one. I saw a Hondo. That's not true. I saw Hondo. I saw one Hondo.
But let me tell you one thing. So Hot Toys has their own con just before San Diego Con. I have a feeling they're going to drop an Aphra Hot Toy. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I just don't know how you can gauge the coming of a live action based on any toy. We've had, granted, she's dead, but Hot Toys are Sideshow. They have at least one, probably more than one Asajj Ventress statues out there, and we've yet to see her. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I'm surprised because but also they're cutting back budget live action too. So I don't think. I mean, our best bet and hope is for like them to do.
Can I pull something?
Go ahead.
I was gonna pull this up. I was gonna say, no, wrong one. Hang on, there it is. So, are there some people that shouldn't?
Don't let him do this. He already did it to himself once or twice.
Oh my God! Please.
Tom's mean, dude. Everybody thinks he's a nice guy.
I'm just being realistic because you know what?
Body shaming people, dude.
At the end of the day,
hold on. You think them people that put on them costumes don't have to look at themselves in the mirror and think, "Damn, there might be some." But who tells them
they look great? They should say,
"It's not your business, Dom. It ain't your business what they look like." I'll be honest with you, dude. It's not your business. We gotta see it. I don't want to see it. Don't look, motherfucker.
But it's in front of you.
Don't look. Giggles, hit him. Tell him. Don't fucking look.
Get canceled.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
No, I mean seriously, like, don't fucking look. If you don't like, I don't give a shit, dude. Look, you know how many every day you're at a con. A girl that got a little pooch on her is one thing. Look to your left at that dude that weighs 900 pounds and's got flippy floppies on and smells like the butt crack of an ass, and you go tell him first to make himself look better in public before you go criticize some kid dressed up in a fucking
belly Han Solo walking around cons.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I see Han Solo everywhere.
Wear clothes that fit. Plain and simple.
Bro, you're at a con. You better go to every dude that walks in that fucking con and go put on fucking deodorant, put on fucking shoes, put on fucking clothes that fit, I don't want to see your fucking gut. I don't want to see your butt crack. Dude, I have friends that make a living off of bet on how many pictures of butt cracks they could take.
Tell the person
you know how many are usually? It's 2% of it's girl butt crack. The rest of it's dude hairy, sweaty ass butt crack.
You tell
and they get like 20 pictures of con. So don't come to me saying
you go to the people. You go like this. Listen, have a slice, not the pie. Have a chip, not the bag.
Dom, and once again, don't harass the people that are dressing up. Don't harass them. Harass the normies that are walking in looking like a show. They pay $150 for a ticket to a con. They can't afford a $3 Axe body spray. I don't know how much Axe body spray is, but I'm telling you, whatever the fuck. What's the deodorant cost? I buy 2 packs.
I respect everybody, but to be
no,
honest,
you don't. You don't want girls dressing up.
I know, but you have to understand. You should not be wearing that in public.
Maybe that's not for you, Dom. I bet you there's a dude that's like, dude, I'm down. That chick is good.
You know what? Then that person needs help.
What?
They need help. Plain and simple.
You're walking around in a green Boba Fett jacket, and you're fucking saying, motherfuckers, and you're seeing him curtsy to total motherfucking strangers in front of a whole fucking group of people, and you're saying that person needs fucking help?
No, you turn around, you see a guy walking.
Turn around right now. Okay, who the fuck needs help?
Listen, when you see a guy walking, he looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Just say it. Just say it, Dom. You can't be telling all these other people they need help. Get a little broom real quickly. Sweep your own motherfucking house before you start criticizing You sound like Burger King in the chat right now. That dude hasn't left his mom's fucking apartment in 45 years, and he's going to tell people how to live. Bro, you cannot be doing that.
Let me tell you this. We went to a pasta place. Me and the kid.
No, I don't want to hear that, Dom. I'm going to mute you, dude. You can't tell.
We went in there, and oh my God, these 3 women and their daughter sat down at a table. They had it was like 1,000 pounds. 1,000 pounds. I'm sorry. How do you get that big? Stop it.
You don't know. Maybe they got some thyroid shit or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, no, they got hand to mouth. Eating everything they see problem. That's what they have.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop here because those people can sit there and go, How can't you? How come you buy the same fucking pop and
I
you can
care.
get so many pops
I
that fall
care because
on you? It's hoarder of the
people can be
pops.
healthy.
They'd be like, dude, how you gonna be a hoarder? They can go, how you gonna be a hoarder? They can ask you how you gonna be a hoarder, because how you gonna be? I deal with it all the time. I walk in, I say, okay, man, you got a problem. You bought too much shit. All right, I got it. I don't go, how the fuck are you a hoarder?
No, look, my thing is that people.
Well, shit, I'm not gonna go. I'm not cosplaying as Conan anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, I gotta stop. Yeah, I can't put up a banana hammock anymore.
But all kidding aside, I worry about people because there is no reason why they should get that big, and there's no people wearing clothes. that they wear.
There's no reason you should buy all that shit behind you, but you still do it. You do. I mean, like, I'm not saying, but if you're in glass houses, people glass houses, unless you're me, because my glass is that fucking bulletproof glass, you should not be throwing fucking shit at people's houses, is all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing that some people shouldn't. Look at, man.
Look, you know what? It's not a fun thing, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting because I'm sorry, there's no way you should get like that. Yes, okay, I can let him be happy. But if you're dressing up as a character,
I know he's trying to get me fun. This is worse than NFTs and fucking whatever. He's gonna get us canceled with this shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, Dom. Hey, everybody used to love Dom. This is what I'm doing now. You see what I'm doing? All you people, y'all love Pete. How y'all love Pete now? He just abandons everybody all the time, doesn't show up. Dom, oh, he's such a sweet guy. Everybody loves Dom. Everybody giggles with Dom. Here's it going. Look what I got to deal with. We're not talking about Aphra again. We're not talking about cosplaying again. Leave them poor cosplayers the fuck alone.
Right. Listen, I do apologize, but throw those fucking cookies away and those damn guys.
No, Dom. First off, don't be the dude that's creeping on fucking anybody. All I heard you say was, I was being a creep on somebody in front of me that was cosplaying. And your wife said, yes, you were. And you said, well, you know, she shouldn't be dressing like that. No, you shouldn't be creeping on fucking people like that. Number two, that might not have been for you. That might not have, that 100% that shit, 1,000% on 18 different levels. That fucking person was not for fucking you. Not everybody's got to be for Dom, okay? So let that person be whoever the fuck they're for. I don't get that shit. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're moving. We're done. Actually, we're gonna end the show. We might actually end this fight. I think I've done. What was it? I've done 720 some of these shows. And I think this is the last one. Darkseid's done. He invites Katie, who's funny, and then goes on a rant. I wonder how that one's going to turn out. Thank you to everybody in chat. I know it's a little bit early, but that's all we got this week. Apparently, that's all we got.
It's not too early.
Apparently, that's more than enough. That's more than enough for this week. Okay. Make sure you guys are watching all the shows. I know some of our scheduling is getting screwed around with people's schedule because they actually are going to cons and enjoying some family time and stuff like that. So keep it posted. I guess now's the time. I usually say you don't have to have the alarms on, but I would keep your alarms on. Catch out some more of the great content that we keep putting out on this soon to be canceled fucking channel.
Look, I'm just saying, if you're gonna dress as Leah,
no, stop! You don't say anything. You don't say anything. You don't say. You don't have to say. You don't have to fucking curtsy. Okay? You don't have to. Like, it's all right. Oh, my God. All right.
I'm
anyways,
going to hell. Yes, I am. Thank you, folks.
No, you'll be fine, Dom. You're a good guy. All right. Here we go. So, thank you. Make sure you're watching all of our content. We do have some stuff coming up. I know Get Off Our Lawn's still going to be making...
People do like it. People like it.
Like what?
What I'm talking about. People like it.
You know, oddly enough, you know what one of the topics is going to be for this Friday for anybody that
better not be fucking cosplay. Better not. I will shut that shit down.
No, it's one of the things we're going to be talking about is
Get Off My Lawn. I will be making a premiere on Get Off My Lawn if that's the case.
Listen, cosplay, baby. We got it. There you go.
No, do not do
No, you're close. We're going to be talking about artists. Who are the best artists to draw the what do you call them? The calendar girls on comics.
All right, yeah, whatever, man.
That's good.
We got something going on similar
You're
on
dumb.
Hack 2.
I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I just mean it as a. I want to be a friendly gesture, trying to take care of these people. I want them to be okay.
Okay.
When you start selling some of those pops behind you, you can start taking care of other people, bro. All right, check out all our great shows. Oh, thank you for Giggles. Thanks for Giggles. Thank you very much. We appreciate everything you did for. Thank you, boys. I think we might have to suspend somebody for next week because this can't happen anymore.
Maybe me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Jedi has been setting you up with T-balls for that one, so it might be Jedi again.
There you go.
Wayseeker was good. Wayseeker was good in chat, so we might bring him back in. And Pete is not putting out fires like he should be. Pete, we need you back because the channel's, as you can see, burning down.
We might need some sensitivity training, Pete. Before
Pete,
you might have the.
I don't know how much HR is going to cost us. I know they've been joking about HR for a very long time, Pete, but we might have to start investing.
You might have the highest view on this viewership on this episode.
Yeah, I don't think it's because of you telling people not to eat fucking spaghetti. But okay. Did he just eat fucking hoagies? No, we're not. Dom's not going for his high cholesterol. Check out his. Maybe he'll do it on.
The highest rated.
This will be the highest rated. This might be. All right. Good. Thank you, everybody. I'm getting out of here before somebody else does something fucking stupid. All right.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize, Dom. We understand what you're saying, and we do know that you care. We know you come from a good space. But maybe you listen to your wife every once in a while when she's like, Dom, leave that shit alone. It's probably some good. I've met her a bunch of times. I really do enjoy the conversations we have. She's a very smart lady. You should probably listen to her every once in a while. That's all I'm saying.
Of the family.
You see what happens when I go.
She's by.
You see what happens. You see what happens when I go on filters. Listen. Also catch me on IG. I have stand-up comedy, I do weddings, bar mitzvahs. I do birthday parties too.
Could you imagine him at a fucking wedding? Hey, don't eat that fucking cake. Don't put. Hey, you groomsmen, don't be pushing that cake in her face. What do you guys think? Fat. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get. You can have the cake. You've been on your wedding diet. He hasn't. Don't give him the fucking cake.
You sure you want that sauce on that meat right there? I'm telling you, what's gonna happen. That wedding dress ain't gonna fit.
I'm sorry, but all right. We're on that note. I'm sorry, but take it easy. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think we enjoyed this. By the way, just so you do, make sure you comment below, give a thumbs up, and then tell Wayseeker that that's how you do news. By the way, that is how you do news. We'll see y'all later. All right.